Alex and so representia any easy crack. Yako Bermudic as well, the Kaiser, France Beckenbauer, or your legend Emma Club no Enra now among very statue. And now him, Dominic achieve a lot. Omo holding high esteem. And rather now and so it me apart the Kaiser, the statue. I want to my ever Alliance Arena, baby. Dominic Omo about a whole matches no. Now Luis Enrique, Oko key bicycle, Echo TV, man, Omo Echo yen surgery. Now after operation and only PSG team no, and so ebe training ahead of gamer. Omo any RC lens and so ebe ball. And now I'm be training the chat to Ochina and a match in Baswa Luis Enrique and first in place no be training now this is the doing PSG and France one of our darling boys if you sound a Ballon d'Or why and AJ and also I feel a Ballon d'Or also call a man Osman Dembele and the clear favorite say Ballon d'Or also in and so it can because deserve papa now and Adrian Rabiot and a similar team no a training a shocky obia hey a similar players no emana kwaba we a new player na but team omo echomo mienu na oma line na abefam na oma broke akra Adrian Rabiot ekofam omo so bo na fine na after training no bia na because hey of Olympic mass wa tena fie kakra na so baller or ball training grounds no and shocky a similar one a players no until before training one manager Max Allegri ekohia ya mo our Kessben television so mo bia no ya dwuma e wo Juve and ma sanso Are United e wo a similar omo aso ye and Juventus and Inter Milan omo enso e bo a big game man e ba so e wo Serie A mo na no na Christian Chivu ono e Inter Milan Omo enso a manager was here next some person mo din kunima just say omo ball near din omo ball ke crown just say omo call with so much aggression because Juve team way say omo time say omo ngasa enkita ball na dia ene obedu dokro kwa enti ne players no mo nya din na omo kom with so much power so much aggression na beba ye Inter Milan for any points omo epen I got to do a coach at the Emma Juventus omo club no or say and that particular game ya Ebasui a big one always saw two teams no and then a jar omo ebiena Emma March ne eyehu name afuo ye ka favorites omo ye contenders for the league now ontimi and right Inter off and now Juventus so ontimi enka say such a big club ye boliga also there onya Serie A na wompe eden a Juventus so anya Serie A na omo ebeje and match no e game a don enso ebeye hu ye papa Hansi Flick afedi UEFA enya overturning a decision omo man ban because omo and Inter Milan semi-finals of the Champions League last year coach or react here Emma UEFA Emma no punishment name say omo so a reverse punishment na we Premier League no yearbo La Liga Italy leagues nearby na midweek Champions League no Newcastle and Barca Hansi Flick ebetimi atuna drag out nemo na wa manage game no e ama Barca wa mo enso a club no enne Barca and Valencia Hansi Flick include Mark Bernal our game ni ma was say obehwe asen when say who be here say boy no ebenya minutes it's been over 1 year now boy no insta can because of Sergio Koye Okopraye cruciate ligament since 2024 or more ball after and manager no and so and managing kakra na Nicolas Pepe enra La Liga no omo ayini say ono any player of the month August na August bosome na the statistics no na I was so powerful 28 touches in the opponent box 11 chances created 7 shots on target 6 successful take-ons 2 goals, 1 assist. Nicolas Pepe and a La Liga player of the month August. Real Madrid also a player of the month August. Emma no other person than Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe also nominated for La Liga player of the month. When so Madrid Bobo Kono or no any player. Omo ayini say last month bosumi etwam no ono any player ni modern and so eswani and then Real Madrid airborne away na omo match amini Sociedad airborne no Ferland Mendy still root out Jabi Alonso omo say obeteke risk enti onbe so be rush boy no Ferland Mendy and match na airbaso no ono enso entimi ensi akan ni bi enti Javi echremu still ɔbɛtena akyire for some weeks and san was started say ɔbɔ ɛde ama Madrid. Another bad news ɛne sɛ Antonio Rudiger Tony nso wako proud na ne dia no ɔkɔ close to 3 months ɔbɛ return a somewhere around December ɛna obetimi aba games a ɔbɛmɛso no ɛdɔɔso papa ɛnɛ against Sociedad ontimi ɛmbɔ Champions League against Marseille ɔbɛmɛse game against Espanyol ontimi ɛnsi akan Levante Atletico Madrid Kairat Almaty, Villarreal, Getafe, Juve, El Clasico, Valencia, Liverpool game, Rayo, Elche, Olympiacos, Girona, Celta Vigo, and the Man City game no Antonio Rudiger, ni prano at the Nebech Ranchen, Sal games when you know, won't even NC account. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Danny Cavalier. He be saying Jabi Alonso said and then one part and a starting about Trent and Danny Cavalier. Also, Madrid are very fortunate, sir. Among our 2 excellent right wing backs. Now, defenders, no, ya dear power, until there, the best that he be any problem. Said Danny Cavalier and a bebo, and now Trent and a bebo, Ninano, any problem. A credit to Po, and Madrid say, among our 2 best defenders, among a club. Now, Alonso per se, Obo, Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo and then Mbappe our attack and enti sa attack we no last season na omobo na mpeke sa afuwe Jabi Alonso on trying them for the first time manager per se or use sa 3 attackers no enti Rodrigo edda ha Mbappe den fifi na Vinicius Junior and so am edda bunkum afamu ho yakwa the English Premier League and West Ham United aka sa fans no ebema niema afuno Ghana, yan darling boy, star boy Kudus Mohammed, the former club no, and ne omo a host to Spurs na reception no. Omo mana ya gra at the Amal Kudus na yebisa Thomas Frank manager at the Emma Tottenham say reception. Can't buy the or expect no say yeah sure say fans no be bomb unsem had the Amal Kudus and osre kakra. No then I drink and so far home be some Thomas Frank manager at the Spurs or the atujwa.
Yeah, no. You don't think they will applaud him? Yeah, no. Maybe not. Of course, you can always let me put it this way. I'm pretty sure players and myself included sometimes you feel extra tension or extra noise, but then at a certain stage you get into your zone, and then you don't really hear it. I'm pretty sure the same for Kudus tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the same for all players that are playing in hostile environments. The thing he should do is focus on his game.
Hostile environment. Also players in now they show me team. Now I'm gonna give you my best. I'm not Tottenham echo away. Now 3 points now on my panel. On san and so etimi akayen twaso enko English stories one. Yeko Palmer. Go pray before international break, you know. Into England, almost 2 games on my boy, you know. Then you went to NC, can good news, and it's and Neko Palmer. Or you are available for Chelsea. Omo game man, omo ebe travel away to Brentford match na Airbus weekend win Palmer. And so ebe timi Asia can name Liam Delap. Ono there, abetre fee the next 10 to 12 weeks. Want to embo emfa Emma Chelsea because ono and so eko pray game Chelsea for and so eko share massively and so ewa away. Na Enzo Maresca ese Liam Delap. Obenya Ntoboase Pano recover in his absence. McGill available ono and so etimi assorting them out together with João Pedro Chelsea and so anymore. He be saying Ghana to say Alejandro so be na also boy for some time now or more ball enti the fitness level no enya 100%. Ya man the time kakra ontimi kan say boy ne be ball ana omo nemum yenya Ntoboase yen lower expectations until some boy no obenya match fitness no start say we sina kan the Chelsea club no Emmanuel Emega and Chelsea for assign no ono ene Strasbourg a captain Chelsea so ene Strasbourg there under one ownership na Strasbourg club no and release boy no the Chelsea nebo afuwe or striker of Netherlands next year 2026 and abeba besina kan e de ama Chelsea omo enso e club no na so many clubs na omo pe no name boy potential omo gidi person abia better acha Nicholas Jackson 20 and Chelsea for so young omo eja Nicholas Jackson kwan say uncle bo a year loan otimi bo more than 40 games and obligation to buy krakra omo beton no e de ama Bayern Munich so club no na onim say Chelsea omo prepare lawsuit omo say omo issue Ukraine Football Association ene Mikhail Modric say omo mienu na ama sese ban no aba ama Chelsea omo boka boy no amato no etuaneka ene so nya no so mfa so bia ama sese Chelsea ebe say omo prepare lawsuit wey nkomo a Ukraine omo journalist back Igor Bobas ono enso ede abetudwa na onim se Kudus Mohammed eka keto bi senka o join Chelsea ai na ga Chelsea 4% omo sign no na omo de kwa America for the Club World Cup omo ekoje ye enti omo offer 40 million pounds plus one player no aye Drisbury Hall ka omo de na ka ho na omo de na kwa West Ham akwaji Kudus na so sa bid no offer ne kwa ya pe and West Ham for omo rejected a na Spurs fast na omo ka se Kudus on committing ho on chance on your club Spurs obebo ni kan so ko Chelsea and ma Kudus out say we na kan e dia matot me Chelsea for enya any Kudus every personal terms kra our 5 player plus cash na so West Ham for and then ma do no basa and the Kudus obo e de around Tottenham omo enso a club no Bukayo Saka and the game Arsenal for any Forest airbo and anopa 11:30 no on team Saka because of injury ono enso etimi apeki Mikel Arteta sinko for eka say afuwe Arsenal for and a favorite say Premier League number just say when I catch Liverpool omo the defending champions omo sanso ato papa enti yeka club or your favorite according to Mikel Arteta yenim say a minds game and an old player or say Liverpool mum na a club favorite for Premier League no omo enso ebetimi aje recall we defender no Enra was signing long-term contract 5 years was signing extension at the Man City omo enso a club no Pep Guardiola ye bisa say DNT na was signing Donnarumma because na Ederson wada go pa or say hey goalkeeper Donnarumma oye huge and they can be na emane signing no mumientie Pep Guardiola.
Back to Donnarumma, what does he give you that you didn't have?
He's so tall. That gave us is so huge.
You've not always had that though, have you? Like did
all
you
the
want
keepers
like a
we want to
domineering...
save balls and give us confidence to the team and personalities, a big presence and the bigger stages. So the Champions League has done last season in Villa Park, in Anfield, and in many games prove how good it is. And he's going to concede goals.
Way Pep Guardiola manager Edema the citizens the Sky Blues of Man City weekend way Manchester derby no Barcelona Man United any city and Asia na Ruben Amorim coach Man United or confirm goalkeeper order or say Alte Bayenda or no na enne or be prepare no ochina Manchester derby no what me other go at United.
Ruben, have you decided who will play in goal on Sunday yet?
Yeah.
And how did you come to that decision? I don't expect you to tell us who, but how did you come to that decision?
No, it's the same thing that I do with different positions. Of course, it's not the same, but Altai is going to continue because we need to.
Altai and I rather go in the Manchester derby against Manchester United. Now, only say Man United, almost 3 players ruled out of the derby. Matheus Cunha, Mason Mount, and Diogo Dalot. Man United, star players no, omo entimi are recover on time. Enti ochina match no, omo enso entimi ensi akan. Na oko sitting so Omar Mamouche, H Nori, and Ryan Cherokee, omo so enho antomo sa derby no, omo so entimi ensi akan Jack Grealish enra ye bekan ye. Everton for no so much impressed. No wonder say or 2 as 1 or J Premier League player of the month August. Na James Trafford, Man City, ono and a G save of the week, and a save of the month, and a goal of the month. Dominic Szoboszlai, South free kick na or share etia David Raya against Arsenal no, paying na bond than it. South go away any Premier League goal for the month August and Anna Slotton so a Liverpool coach FA Premier League manager of August na ebisa slot say Isaac the fitness no at say obetimi start abo the ama Liverpool na also why not obetimi start na mum say obebo the entire duration 90 minutes here too early boy no afei and one start so ball call national team po omo manage the game time no until Liverpool at the start no omo so ebe na ball either so be free bench aba and now some start to be in free omo manage ni sa until say obe regaining the full fitness. Lucas Paqueta or catch West Ham say season way and last season after season way 1-12 so embo enfan Emma West Ham bima Lucas Paqueta obe call elsewhere na ohako si na kan enso e dia momo Ansu Fati ena oko eye Monaco a ofri Barca ko Monaco no onyambo game nenso several months why off the field adwuma no afen ena green light no wanya manager no per se Nami Aduma next week Monaco ebebo in the Champions League against Club Brugge Thursday and a match no Barcelona sa game no there Ansu Fati be started now while gaining some minutes at the Ama Monaco amo enso a club no and running air call for major leagues no and for sorry so England Premier League no and about 11:30 Arsenal and Nottingham Forest ebebo now Fulham our Cameroon Leeds United Everton ebeshia Aston Villa Crystal Palace ebo Sunderland Bournemouth ebo Brighton Newcastle and Wolverhampton Wanderers nebo 4:30 West Ham and Tottenham nso abo and you run on so Chelsea the people's favorite Sergio team no wafa downson top also wafa mo team no ebo enanwumren ebo 7 omo ene Brentford ana ebo ochina Sunday Burnley ebo Liverpool na Manchester derby no so abason at 3:30 Man United ebe kwa away to Man City o table na Liverpool edikan omo 9 Chelsea eda second omo ewo 7 points yentoa so enko French Ligue 1 Enwa Olympic Marseille ese Canayan Lorraine omo entimi ante ene Nice ene Nantes ebebo Auxerre ebo Monaco na ochina Lille welcome to Lille Brest ene Paris Saint-Germain Paris FC bebo na Metz ene Augsburg na yenya Metz ene Angers Strasbourg ene Le Havre PSG ene Lens Rennes ene Lyon enso le besia PSG dikan omo 9 Lyon eda second omo enso ekita 9 points yentoa so enko Germany na Bundesliga Leverkusen ese Frankfurt 3-1 and Freiburg and Stuttgart ebebo Mainz and RB Leipzig Union Berlin ebetwen Hoffenheim Wolfsburg and Cologne Heidenheim ebo Dortmund Bayern Munich and Hamburg ochina Sunday St. Pauli and Augsburg Mönchengladbach and Bremen table Bayern Munich edikan omo 6 FC Cologne eda second omo enso ebo 6 points yentoa so enko Italy na Serie A and Cagliari and Parma ebo Juve and Inter Fiorentina ebo come defending champions Napoli na Roma and Torino abochina Pisa and Udinese Atlanta ebe welcome Lecce Sassuolo and Lazio AC Milan ebo Bologna on Monday Verona and Cremonese Como and Genoa ebeshia Napoli na edikayan omo abo 2 games omo ekita 6 points yentoa so Spain enra Sevilla and Elche ebo ewe Stadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan game no ekwawie 2-2 Sevilla 2 Elche 2 and Getafe and Real Oviedo Kwesi Zibo emeke the debut ema Ghana Black Stars against Mali yeshe 1 and Zibo Club Real Oviedo and Getafe ebebo match no away game for Real Oviedo na Sociedad and 2:15 omone madu de bebo na Athletic Bilbao atwen Deportivo Alaves Atletico and Villarreal ebeshia ochina Sunday Celta and Girona Levante and Betis Osasuna ebo Rayo na Barca and Valencia game no abaso on Monday Espanyol and Mallorca and so na ede ebe taso wey and major leagues baso e wonkofo e close wey eso ana yegina na yede nkofo close nsem no yede esi yede ho aba yene Dr. Amagashi edin kuma pomoden men to na se o health men fa ni agro o nkwa na o ade obi benya wa na efiri yade Dr. Amagashi edi apomodun sam education and how we solve problems or the dan mo me nya so na yentie Amagashi
Come me kana Dr. Magashi so odi dwuma pa ha o. Dr. Aje abasobode bebre di firi framantam mu ade abepie asantema mu. Wo se ahaban kasa wote fa uyade bia bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte ne te emfama ho. Empadifo se wo yare na se wamfe wo se a obi enhu mobo. Yade ben na etete wo. Yade ben na ni wudi asie. Bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte yade no te emfama ho. Eye stroke, diabetes, hepatitis, akwada ne kokobo apie. Anase oba moje etu no. Opa wo. Hepatitis B so oyade pa. Na kidney problem. Oh better ne te. Die na uhia anase die yade na etete wo akawahye ehia wangu tutumirika na bra Dr. Apostle Amagashi asoye na yade bedwane kra epanifo se yakote aduromra eno ane ahaban so yete no wuram Dr. Amagashi onfa ahaban ne enka okeke na emom no obompa ye kire otwede amponyankopɔ totrobosu kwa me basa yiadom se onfa adom ene ayaresa emra na wode ahaban ne kawa amunum ho ana ho ya wodene Dr. Amagashi sunim sunsumu niema obetrase ahwehwe wachi babia yade ne firi a ebae wode ahaban na kawa ma wate apo wo ye champion Dr. ni bia wode ahabandro anase wode nubra eye adwuma de se ebere ne so kese a Amagashi na wodwane betwa no efitete odumako abo ade na yede adom achede ema Dr. Amagashi ode adi dwuma abesi ne Amagashi wo ye champion doctor keke fa wo yade ebra na wuduru hompo a yade no 40% kura timi yira ansa kura no wo doctor se wo enkrama mu a enha ho makuma se kura eno ane se obekọ Kaswa prison junction ana wotakura de a apawan Kejebri government hospital Kumasi so bra magazine macro police house eho ana Dr. Amagashi asoyewo tachima so owo Hansa brigade ana bogoso power line eho ana obehu Dr. Amagashi je number ye da frɛ Dr. Sesia ewo 0547 044 307 ana 0544 580936 ana 020 2408 206 Freddy Sesia na yade anku Dr. Oye kikim Dr. Oye bruta
every tintre de besi ne twedi ampon boss ro boss ase wa mo bibia biem ebo mu niema no bibi fufuro bia meka ho biem eno amu na suahunu nimde e kire de ye de enye ene de ye ene okutwa so mbeka agere tiedi ni ye pa ne fatu tidi eye Dr. Apostle Amagashi mi do nyankopon awie ye bremu wode hahamane nubna esa yade me secret ni sorry
me catch on say pick number na go screen ase keke no de frɛ no na tutu anam akɔ ho eni nansa me na me catch ro wa yarsan eto betwa
me de me ma mi tini bebre ko hospital bebre ye ko ba bia me ma me na me ni nua baba ko ekura ni musi ye ko hospital be ekura ni musi a wontimi nante nya hwe obi di adanse fa Dr. Amagashi ana o kire mazi makru ene bai tiade ma me bai ekura no sa na Dr. Amagashi hwe no first adura wode ma ya ye koye within 3 days a wo sha no mu adu na fe de ma me na o timi kura dua e de nante ni empega ni biem nti me ka sei sa bre de ma me no MC na ye ni age ahoto aba nti me di adanse se Dr. Amagashi obi biara ibi ha wo ni paduam bia de wo jide so ba Dr. Amagashi aso ya bia be kam
an sa mi magani ko na taka cikin wani magani sai wani ya gwada min wani doctor daga micro wenzo inda nazo doctor ya change yin lab na je na yi lab nazo ya bani magani so uku kenan so uku na gani wallahi na ji lafiya na law doctor ya ce min kaman aje Alima ciwon nan ya bari kura yasa dan wana musulmi saboda Allah ba kariya bane
agona hodu ko kata madu agona mi dogbene mi agbododo ye mi la dodo na mi fie acho Dr. Amagashi wo doda fe ye mi ko egbe mi la gbe do na mi didi be mi ana hodu ko no anya be fifie Dr. Amagashi watikie aboto kata hotem nyamo la kata atikama ko zamile ma na nya se Dr. Amagashi nkokwa na ko be fibroid lo dubu diabetes lo sisi adola legedegede nko gangan yo lo dosi e o lo sisi yata mi jibe mi ana mi anya be mi okata mi ho Dr. Amagashi watike ko dem ne mi ano zaza ajebe ye pe ko nya nweto ye pe ko bodu ko kata mi ho dem yata na nya nya bavi yo nya nya bavi kwa Dr. Amagashi watike ye nya nweto kemi ko dem ta mi jibe mi ana mi anya be Dr. Amagashi watike ye nya nweto apene mi
wa o sha ba mi ni bae
You know, bring a can and a idea. Say, what happened to me? I didn't run away. Opening up. The attorney said, we are a critical issue. Young Mapa make a papa, the new operation, the two only managing our own. The papa and operation. My mother was me and Sanka, no better. Mother from my wife. Anyway, as I'm going to go from that kind of conference opera. No, we dear, we should be as a fake and one. Yeah, but mammy, Jeru crack at them. Some final call Amagashi, Marco police house. Kasi can what on the way? Ah, open battle. I was saying, can you come Magashi? When you come Magashi, open any way I see that matter. And I also suppose I know young the young. Let's go from Magashi. I'm such a bro, or summer. Nurse,
I'm about to have me back me and send. I know fiber can clear me now, won't he? And no ben on for mammy. And no ben, and I won't for mammy. I day, so to me, some Yalia, I didn't know come a menko.
Young about what seller, I will train to young for memoir. What
me about what seller? And then about what seller. Ah, Yakaya, said Dr. Magashi. But you be papa and say a leer. A baha and dread yakwa yard number one. My Baba Tina say, I was swimming. Ah, my say, dear. Me didn't me come to me for when you won't be. Anybody be a shimmy. You might have you more sure.
Anya, Ken, I want to make a stammer.
See, I don't know what that woman is.
Oh my gosh, you're going to hospital. A problem training, so I told you she won. When you say you go, I say, and me who say that ye be each other. So we are doctor, not seven. We are food, won't mean her. Would your young one, Amagashi, would your friend Yasumesi, would your Yadu Abenemeso? Guam, Doctor Babu, actually Yarifu and Nama. Nam some your doctor, we are not failure. Manka Magashi, what comes as a bro, a camiso. Let me say, the dear as I am. Let me name some of Flaheim and desire here. Because how could walk any black will be brave. Now, so more power here, Befia. So what in it? Messin Bedia Tonon, and Yasem Tetua. Dear, how would piano? Me say, what Dr. Magashi and Fayadium could. Naya here,
Alatiare,
Doctor Apostle Amagashi. We opinion.
Yawa kwa baba Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic. Minya. Ye me pesa me ma woti ase ne se. Yadia e boni pamani paye mobo. Onyankopon aka wansema to Bible nim de dada. Saa na wodi edruyefo nso aye den aba. Season bi ni pe Nyankopon peja no. Wonim dwumedi edi wo Dr. Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic. Ye me pesa me ma woti ase ne se. Se wo kan Jeremiah chapter 16 the verse number 4. Was in Crophobia or Wuya dia bomo or Wuya de badi, a be a pressure. Wouldn't nipa do a pressure kuma financial up to now. Wouldn't nipa do a diabetes kuma up to now. Wouldn't nipa do a HIV kuma up to now. Wouldn't nipa do a hepatitis kuma up to now. Saya de way na yadia a Wuya de. And nuna Dr. Amagashi and Copo de Alin na no do their mammy. So opa Dr. Amagashi Herbal Clinica. Jadia Bira air Taiwo. Jade yesunsum yade nkofo ko meeting no matter what you say and no me break you down. What about Dr. Amagashi what in 2 time ye won nkofo bre ono ma o mu say HIV na duro ni ho opani se unni eduru a enkasa ntie nyankopon abode eduru na ye ka no eduru na bedi bi ho ye nyina ye nim say Deuteronomy 20 verse 1 say o say sebi nipa ne be man nyagman ko ef enti se o be mesha Baba Dr. Amagashi wo ye be ma obema ne pie ekakraka e de ama sa na nipa sebi etwere da no so obi a hepatitis B da ne mojem obi ne nkoso ehun ade obi a yade bi tata no opani omo pa wo kwa de bebrebe yade e na gu nipa ni mase yade e na sesan krofo bebre ma omo da ne hiafo enu nti na Dr. Amagashi me to nsafro se wayale sa anu aduru ababedi
Sa uwo enkramamu a enha ho makuma sekra eno ane se obekọ Kaswa Prison Junction ana watakra dia apawan Kejebri Government Hospital Kumasi so bra magazine macro police house eho ana Dr. Amagashi asoyewo tachima so owo Hansa Brigade ana bogoso power line eho ana obehu Dr. Amagashi je number ye da frɛ Dr. Sesia ewo 0547 044 307 ana 0544 580 936 ana 020 24 08 206 006 Freddy Sesia na yade anku Doctor oye kikim Doctor oye brutal
Yansan ama munyina akwa babiom emra final whistle jumadi amem ndabia de every Kessben television de ebro babia wo bia ye tia obiom ene anopai dumienu ene emem ndanti dumienu pepe na ye peja ye mu yenhwe weekend nsma hodo akrizi hodo e bekoso ewo miamia hodo pi titru Europe and afi Africa ha ebi bekoso ewo Ghana eno na betrase eyememenda no pa ebobo so matches no doso ewo Europe titru and afi Ghana ha nra GPL no ehase ma hatofo ni Hoho United obi antima fa ball anto ne nyonko atenem ene matches mienu ewo na nyame eyadoma otena na matches aka ni na GPL eno hu sem so ye de ebebre mu nyina na fe free juada pepe me na memendai owo bibia nka opese ode ho asem kakra ba bia na wanya kwan enwuram free juada bepem ena utumi de ba na wa intiem de amayen 0551599933 0551599933 no any line ye messages ni no e de free eho obetumi edibi afa 0244263902 0244263902 na eno nso no eno ye WhatsApp video line na eno so de abre andikem
sedo
bibia ekoso
na me adu bibia
ena ye memenda taw na ya pedie mu akọ home kakra pressure no doso ena matches wo ho pa o
sedo ena ni
yes
matches wo
inti ye monitor to ne nhwehwe matches no ne afi omo invest no investors no so no omo time hu bia omo time di omo investment na kofa all right yen chance in free info
you know me started from the Spanish La Liga now 2 big games and a free Spanish La Liga in Muba after the international break Real Madrid ball against Real Sociedad and again a team friend FC Barcelona ball against a FC Valencia na said you me started from any game e beba so 2:15 Real Madrid versus team your friend Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad season ase no enyema enko yi fama omo. O hwe omo against Real Oviedo omo lusu ye. O hwe omo against Espanyol omo board draw. And said you things have not been well for Sergio Francesco team. Na ni nyina say last season after your both season wi ye no and omu judge be mendi man koye and omu jai abrante fe na ya fagoe omu center back omu ja ne man koye and omu coach Amanola Guesil and so a free bobo ekonim and omu di new coach Sergio Francisco nso edi aba se omra meye adwuma na obaye no enyema mo aye den edi amana enyema intimi enkoye so form na de compare Real Madrid in terms of the play the style enjoy but almost so a team at least the 9 maximum points now we expected so omunsa beka no omunsa etimi aka say oh share news a free Spain eba Javi Alonso eba ye no what try so be ma different players opportunity with different department so what the team the back line Courtois the only obi ampre Abrante Fena Varo Carrera Safane led back Trent Alexander-Arnold last game impressed so much inti ama media na omo ka say Dani Cavaya abesa be fan right back no ama omo atimi asesa omo adwene every insema na omo ka no Rudiger pra so obviously the 2 center back pair no ebeba be ye Jen Heisen and then Elder Militao midfield Vavadi Chouameni Adagule na nkra eba ne say the right side of the Real Madrid attack no what watch this season bia no it started with Ibrahim Diaz eba Franco Mastantuano na eno ena after the international break and clear say background say Argentina 4 person omobeji Mastantuano e de call under 20 World Cup ebeba so in Chile inti Abrantia no Managerial Alonso say any game a obebo no obe started the front three na last season na omobo no in Rodrigo, Vini Jr. and then Kylian Mbappe up front. Now ahwe se niema betimi akoyi e de amomo a ye guarantee say Rodrigo say on per right side who be up the left side and no na ma wo hwe games ni bia baako Emma Vini started from the bench Emma Rodrigo etimi started ya na obo no but Xavi Alonso says he's unleashes his front three in today's game against Real Sociedad. Now here Vinia after match na otena bench no the last 2 games almost 2 goals for Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe with 3 goals in the last 3 games to make it 5. Into all show attack na no say as again the back line of Ofobi Etise Aramburu and then you talk about Angel Moniez from the left side. Now I can Aval Zubelda and then Katenaka, that is the back 4 of Real Sociedad. And again, Obi to say Alex Romero experience one imposed. But the problem will be the midfield. And how now be miss their key man Zubimendi and Baranesia wa hwere no. Ontimi na adwuma na nka Zubimendi ebeye dia mo no. Tefisi Kusa Kubo is still there. No bebo from the right. Ofo Obi to say Oscanson Ole Oyezebel in a bit me lead line no for team your friend Real Sociedad. Sociedad the Madrid match be a na no thing. Who say na ba be close call. And again the backdrop say most of the players in a free the international break in the Ebano. I now tell you say Kudru say but with Xavi Alonso unleashing the front three, Ebemo attack that is scary. And I feel say game no every gamer obi abetimi ato atena there. But on the field of play, I'm expecting Real Madrid to go away with a slim victory. Ewo game na Genoa. Ebetim Abaso also Hontimi ko 2-1 Real Madrid win in that particular game. Ebetim Abaso. Ofri wa na wo call Valencia. Barcelona ball against Valencia at the Johan Cruyff Stadium and also game no Ebetim Abaso no. Barcelona started season no said you the last game with the pressure be na buy against Real Vallecano na oti nsema open your friend Hansi Flick and so ekokaye a reaction from Lamine Yamal and said you wasanko ka say team no struggle so be find a balance team no and again in the absence of Inigo Martinez the Barcelona backline struggle. Valencia so bad out of the 3 games almost so 4 points into almost so bad but in all almost ton Abranti friend Mosquera for Arsenal no almost a season together only Musa Diakabi for a long time. Musa Diakabi any Mosquera na nebo as center backs but so Musa Diakabi being the main figure omanya season together Babeka midfield omo Javi Guerra player na at a point about Manchester United depend no omo wo no ho and again omo Abranti friend Santa Maria and in attack that is where they have Hugo Duro and then Diego Lopez in attack. That is the team Valencia there but guys omo ye key to omo team no and team abon. Well Lamine Yamal Rafinha the last game at Barcelona Brazil boy against Bolivia no coach him and be ball 30 minutes and again Pedri is not likely to feature in this particular game. Ferran Torres is on form. Ufobi etisa Robert Lewandowski said you also be back or she go at the international break or also be team back. The only problem of Barcelona is the defensive line. How to prevent the opponent from crossing the line because Joan Garcia in the Vallecano game 5 point blank 1-on-1 saves and Barcelona and lose that particular game. And the problem near backline Hugo Duro is fast, very quick and intelligent. The same thing applies to Diego Lopez. But Valencia is team open up, level of intensity no. And Pempia ne team match the Madrid side no than some be match Barcelona side no. And it said a game that I feel say Barcelona have a better chance of winning that particular game at the Johan Cruyff. Me flua me share the derby di Italia. The Italian Serie A no emu Juventus versus team my friend Inter Milan. I go to do say on sashay from the team na or the abo Odebo against Genoa. Again, the team now Odebo against Parma no. 2 games now man is 6 points. Only an address or Sesa. Still I was take you to that team. Now watching the team now. A 3-back of Lloyd Kelly, Onya Gelson Breba, and Federico Gatti. 3-back line. And Obo Obi etise Lucateri, Obo Obi tise Turam in front. Now said you, Obo Jao Mario on the left side. No about Pierre Kalulu as a wing back. No about Consansao, Kedal Yildiz. No about Jonathan Davis. In a 3-4-2-1. And Odebo now say on Sesa Nensado Ewo. Inter Milan 2 games on boy no. Said you. First game on boy no bibia etimi ekoyi against Torino, but their second game against Udinese no almost say invested for nyina sika ema enipa bebre edwai against Udinese. Now so show almost team na it is the same old team and a Christian Kivu ababefa the basic Akanji ababeka ho Bastoni is there, Marco is there, Demfreos is there, a midfield of Mkhitaryan, Nicola Barrera and the attack of Marcus Thuram. And then Lautaro Martinez. And it is the same old Inter Milan team who insists on free home or one airball. The good thing for Juventus is say, guys, no more upfront are very good and very effective. Before we say can I hear this? Before we say Jonathan Davis, said you, more guys, or more into the problem for Inter say, more back line, bet me I share the attacking line of Juventus very well. The same thing applies to Gelson Bremer. And then Federico Gatti, and then Lord Kelly said, Lautaro Martinez, and then Abrante Feno, Marcos Thuram. The 2 key guys Omuanimono, Omubetimi are making sure say Omubetimi are stop obo. The midfield battle is going to be Lucateri and then Nicola Barrera in the midfield. And the ASIM game no 50-50 oh. Juve phone him say anytime Gelson Bremer is available, no mulusu holding. And last season 8 games of starting and I was difficult for Juve to be defeated. But Ubrako, and in Nemajigu, for my friend Juventus. And you know, a game I may call a 1-1 draw in that particular game. A bit me about between Juventus and then Inter Milan. Now to the Premier League. Over Premier League now 11:30. First game no successful na Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Sejo Sedru ESA international break ne Basea. Here any pabe yam she almost said the first game the early kick-off na eba no etimi sesa bibia
11:30
etimi sesa bibia. Now Nottingham Forest are not in a good shape. Forget about so Omajanu no Espirito Santo ko Edi Postico Glaba. They are not in a good shape. Arsenal so kolusu omo last game against Liverpool in Anfield. And omo back ababebo game no ewo Emirates Stadium against Tima your friend in Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest and so international break they said oh omo right back in Oleaina Nigeria ni nakwa kopra. So in the game no Savona will be on the right side, Nathan Williams on the left, Santiago Moreno, Nikola Milenkovic as 2 center back pair, Ryan Yates and then Anderson alongside Gibbs White, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Nasejo, Omabo, Chris Wood up front. That is a 4-2-3-1 team omo ebit in the room. Bukayo Saka available. Banoni Madueke is there, Gyökeres is there, and then Martinelli is also there. In the Arsenal team there, Bukayo Saka na likely say and obeti me future, and then over 4 bit say William Saliba and so in future because Onuchinya injury against Liverpool. And against Liverpool, we must care about now obe boy na BBX so omunya problem bia defensively. Postecoglou factor no in a bit me am motivating Nottingham Forest to do something. But at the Emirates Stadium said you may call for a Arsenal win in that particular game. Chelsea airborne against Brentford. A numerous 7 p.m. Now said you offer a Brentford team now. Omulusu Juan Wesa, Omulusu Brian Buemo, and Omulusu Omu coach your friend Thomas Frank. Into so watch your 3 games no Mabona. Apart from beating team your friend Aston Villa, and Yeman Koyi and Farmer team your friend Brentford. Into games me and son Omabon in Asedu, Omatimia winning back up. And the last game Omo boy, Sunderland it me show by 2 goals to 1. Into Jamaica Kosiane say Brentford the team no emu ayaha. I feel that the new coach Wabano or also tries or also betting a yen there. The likes of Nathan Collins, Kayoli, and all those guys are there. The midfield, Ofa Obi Eti said Damsgaard, said you, all those guys are there. Kevin Skate, Omunina Oho. But Omun team finding Omo rhythm. Eti said there are not two guys in Oha. Team I friend Brentford, Etimi Ebono. Chelsea, there were a lot of options and they have a lot to choose from. The only problem is that Kopama has started training at Obo, but Maresca say game no so betimi abobi kura abi as the free bench na aba and omo other options to play. So watch omo games so omo born in recent times and na Kopama ni. But say do 2 games omo ball without him ni na no omo timi secure the 3 maximum points aba bibia timi akoyi against West Ham, against Fulham, and I feel say the quality of Brentford no omo be making sure so omo be omo, but I don't think they have the quality enough to stop AF Chelsea at the Brentford Park against AF Brentford and anyway João Pedro anytime scorer and said you I'm tipping Chelsea so almost to beat me winning a slim one in that particular game.
Okay.
Liverpool airborne against AF Burnley. Said you Liverpool fireworks in a bet to now we are expecting Alexander Isak to make his debut in that particular game against Burnley. Kakra Liverpool for ne kwana omo eko ekwan ya omo befa so anya goal no wo ye dia omo befa so etimi anya goal na ma bibi etimi akoye. I don't think say Burnley game no be game be stretch omo bebrebe. Burnley will do their best, but Sergio, I think said the likes of Kyle Walker and those guys will try to step up, but I take Liverpool to win that particular game against Burnley. Now the big game in the Premier League this weekend. So your Manchester United pressure or coach in so. So come Manchester City so a pressure or coach in so. Obianka the last time I bought Premier League. Now you bought first 3 games. Now Pep Guardiola etimi awene 1 match pe. The last 2 games ni na Diego against Tottenham Hotspur, against Brighton and Hove Albion ni na antimi ankoyi amfa ma coach ya ye friend Pep Guardiola. Into pressure e won so. Manchester United omanya omo fair share of the backlash no said you omo ya ahead of team your friend Manchester City so the league table no to TV this one say United at home dey no was roche Manchester City amidst all this criticism and the backlash cause Ruben Amorim so but the good news they say said you the 2 teams ni na ebe miss certain key players on the field of play. Amorim and then Pep Guardiola had the chance to redeem their image after this particular game. So here Manchester City international break now more good news. Omar Mamouche Akwakupra into Mamouche will not be available for this particular game. And Manchester United Mason Mount will not be available. Matthias Kuna will not be available. And then Diago Dalot as well. Into injuries are hitting the 2 teams in the last 4 meetings in the league between Man City and Manchester United, Manchester City and Manchester United. General upon Man United the last 2 games are born the last season. Out of the 6 points, Man United epic is 6 etimi edi frame. Now City team no infimfin ho da ho. Na infimfin da ho pe obviously eya no who so defensive fly no so no ekwan ababedem and then no lose to Brighton. But advantage for Manchester City they say Man United goalkeeper no said you are not too sure who will be in the post. Na Bayenda no so sada. Ne modi bono ne the insane crowd did that pon et say. For me that is the weakness of the United team. The 3 back will be intact. Lenny Yoro, Luke Shaw, Matthias De Ligt, Mazraoui Ebebo, and then you expect Dogu will play midfield of Casemiro because Casemiro too Carlo Ancelotti mana more game na omo born second one because no so accumulated card. Into a rested alongside Bruno Fernandes. Then Ahmad is likely to join any of the attackers. Brian Buemo. Now I'm expecting Benjamin Sesko to start today. Adaptation when you enough. Coach didn't manage the full confidence to play, not starting in the game. But in terms of the intensity and the Omdemaya against Arsenal, no, say United 80 members so kakradia. United everything a draw in this particular game. City are not on form, but a double chance City win or draw for Manchester City at the Etihad.
Okay. Investors, over to you. Babia na andidie awko kono. Kanu oda hu wadwuma no. Unu nkofo.
Okonoba.
Okonoba.
No retire. Dina was Wejai. It's also mine a life patron.
Oh, okay.
Investors in a life patron. And then one kukanu.
Last week now. Yehono. Obetina min je no what na wakasa.
Ade say ye dina na.
Aye.
O ma house wajai.
Na obo wonti mi nyai. Omo delete app no.
Okay.
Oh wa no mo tanya.
Before no delete app no.
E di omo sa omo delete app no.
Let's all applaud Adisa Productions for the top-notch coverage. We hope this will continue throughout the season. Nana Kofi Atima team. Anyway, and so Abreye. Joe, please, I'm Nyamiche from Enyinamso. Please, I want your pundit to rate the referee who officiated Hatofok match performance over 10. For me, I'll give him 8 over 10. Although I'm a Kotoko fan. All right.
I'll give him 9 over 10.
Obama referee 9 over 10.
Yes,
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Daniel was spot on.
Okay.
He was in charge.
Okay.
Who said he was on top of his game? Who said all command? Who said all control? Who said top referee now officiated 2 sides? Coaches in the Casa was come on with yellow card.
Simple.
9 over 10.
Simple.
Trace away the elite referee.
Okay.
The number 1 referee. The movement everywhere. Nothing is ombre. I was just enjoying his movement, his demeanor, and the control.
Nice.
Oma card and fan. They saw the man.
Simple. Oye juma uni juma oye. Wosua na oye. Our confidence and our apply the wosua bia. About is only problem bia. O ma onsa hu nyefi. Oh, and I ko bibia akusuro. Ana dog na make me boa.
Of course.
Onsa hu yefia. And I wo ji ade na yem hyehyɛ.
And there.
But you know no match na nipa na sa mpanimfo e ba park na so ntimi nye mistake we.
Mfa ho.
Sir.
The way who
dignity is about. We are referee kwana only top to say Daniel Laya.
So,
be careful.
Okay.
GFA president was there. The vice president of the FA was there. And other dignitaries said you. And pennyfo omo matter e wo krum ha no mo park so. Nti na eden say apart from Daniel Laya on the he has always been on top. Na eden say obema onsa ho afi said you.
Okay. I'm very happy for Andy because of the Arsenal jersey is won today. I'm very proud of you. God bless you. One fedi anka ho. Wow. Me sure pass Arsenal fan. Sanso na menim say Ajiman say I like Andy's jersey. On the run all cause I like no pen or person the brain. Ajiman ultimate.
Sir.
No, not ultimate. No. We the Ajiman bremai. Then through say asokwan fitaa bi na otaba ha. Oh, we say otaba me apa. Through to say asokwan bi no. Awa hu no.
To adura na.
Uso to aduro. O che do to aduro.
Oh, you want the open bia be no no na. We dey onkofu bia da bia bag say on. Bia open bia contact na.
Frizuda.
Ah, me hu no. E dey oba akatem say Andy. Akwa ofim bottom mo na wo chana. Ah, okay.
Onye.
But you go ta attack your hof one pa.
Say minimum pa.
Yes.
I commend the Adisa Production for their good coverage, but my darling club should have won the game. Addison, Benny, Kaswa, they would Abreye, I don't know, Doctor.
General Mamesha say kakra bi e wo Tokyo World Athletics Championship e koso e wo Tokyo, Japan. Na ena no pedi ntia me de mani ahwe on say 2 Ghanaian athletes ye hwe ni mu ze ne omo betumi edi e wo 100 meters ni mu. Very interestingly Abrantia ni din ede Rashid Saminu ene onu betumrika. I think Rashid Saminu will be heat 7. Then heat 5 and so our own Benjamin Azamati will also be there. But draw now no a very, very tough draw. Yama Bamfontia says a qualification to the semi-final. Now heats, they are doing some 11 heats. Each heat, first, second, third, qualify to a semi-final. Now fe omo time no ye best ye 4 at the Ababeka.
Intino, esa o yero hu se o heat na anye yekura no. First 3 obebem. Ghana ni abrantia and Ghana a new record holder. Don't forget say Benjamin Azamati has been destooled and as he a tuno every so he was former holder of fastest time in 100 meters in Ghana. Say Rashid Saminu are taking over from him 9.84 and Rashid Semeno Dikita the Ghanaian record now when you a 12 draw. Akini Sambini of South Africa Obienim silver medalist in the Olympics game 2024 in the relay race. He's in there. Then Wasakunya Ferdinand Omanyale of Kenya. He's the African record holder. Enti Ejumano so Edema Rashid Samini, but I'm thinking say or who ya let's assume say we me enum correct me to no detail. It means that he's potentially likely to qualify. And 100 meters enti will take off time or acceleration, your concentration, everything is very important. 100 meters sometimes you need a lot of concentration, very good reaction, and some level of luck because when you're careful and you're on the other hand, Benjamin Azamati is also in the same heat with Leslie Tobogo of Botswana. Leslie, of course, is a no can't say mo be am for pressure be am to Arsenal Afonso. No your favorite to win is Liverpool. Adentia was Liverpool assigned 2 most influential players in Europe now. E dey abeka omu team no mo de league no. Florian Wirtz of German, Enei Waba, the best player in the Bundesliga, and of course Obabeka team my friend Liverpool. Enei Abrantia Obianim sa Alexander Isaac enso free Newcastle as Abeka Liverpool team no. Enti Mikel Arteta say what's obia team where your favorite to win the Premier League is Liverpool. In general, and somewhere Premier League nimu any marathon quite near tin you will agree with Ura your friend Mikel Arteta say on the second. Now Liverpool no winning league no. Who shares additions awasa ayede aka team no general no kwasem say Liverpool for di dwa afimu. Omo free team no no omo behim no. Who share them? I even think that they've upgraded their team because Uja Trent Alexander-Arnold kwai now the Jeremy Frimpong abehye na nan unye problem bia in the same way so ko families of Kekes esa de beka Rubu ehwa Usa Asa add a lot, and we know what they have done to the attack. So I don't know, say Arsenal failure and Crawford so more per excuse, but the reality they say squad they kita Liverpool. Arsenal also have a squad to compete because almost where the journey be. But I still think on the surface of individual player quality, experience, and everything, it is Liverpool. And they coach and a slot the best manager of the month because Wayeno 9 points out of 9 in the 3 games now. General, the next thing is got to do games in Bibri, but small one on the game involving Manchester City versus Manchester United, the Manchester Derby. There's one strange thing in recent times about the Manchester Derby. In Pempi, games are derby hold on. Nanka teams are more likely to win their oboe home. But one interesting thing is the Manchester Derby. For the last 20 Manchester derbies, chance is a home team no be winning. Our form essence away team be winning. In the last 20, home team is a team be bo home. No are winning on home. No, they've done it 6 times. Away teams, away wins, 10. And then 4 of them have ended in a draw. City and United, another interesting thing is got to do with the managers. It looks like Amorim Asenyano and Pep Guardiola. Or the Sporting, Ebu Guardiola. Or by United last season, or winning against City and then drew the other game. Ete kamia kweze edin di ma ura efreno Pep Guardiola se obeshe Amorim. Unfortunately again, City started the season very well, went to Wanty Wanderers, Kosher 4-0. And that week 1, United lost 1-0 to Arsenal. Fast forward, City has lost the next 2 games against Brighton and Tottenham Hotspur, whilst United are draw and then has won a game against Tima. I think they drew against Fulham and then won against Burnley. Until two teams, you know, or more graduation. I say United pressure near the this is one of the few occasions that City United able. Now United that's all. It's in Man City. Man United have 4 points. City has 3 points. A difficult game, but this is one of the game I think say United will not lose. Normally, United against City, they are the favorite. In fact, the last 8 games, City has won 5 of them. But for this particular game, I think United will be favorite because City is not playing well. And it seems Amorim has what it takes to beat Pep Guardiola. Many and the again say Benjamin Sesko say adaptation or adapt here into say opinion to me man kwai na fi to me start the game no. General, my main fa me amon an answer means you am say no ye 12.
And you're 12, you know. Emre NMP. What will be careful?
Oh, and right, so chairman.
Why?
Nana up in crack with you.
Nana.
Semi commentia.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Mikoshiano.
Okay.
Mini Wesley College in Tekudina, Kotoko management. So,
okay.
I'm Kochia.
Hey.
Nana up in crack with you. I say, Joe Shaw. See,
I don't mean a cancra. It will be I don't mean a cancra. Many bria. I don't fancy. Never a quay pa, my boy basu bruta. Says, you know, no more conea, Basbona, Jia. They do a business, ye cacra. Oh, now what you say?
No. Christopher Demenya,
okay. Oh, nice.
Okay. Rather mention Fedo.
Nice one.
General.
Nice. Then Rankwa. If you can see the city, be a home. Now, overcome what being Sana.
Sana, never why, sir. Utim se no se dey akrache sema form ni ma no udru ani ya record no bibia na chese bibia
different world altogether.
It's a lovely place. And at least I had some about 15 seconds in the hands of the great king.
Hey, sir.
And that's what we so
wow.
Okay, time in such a
wow.
Honestly, some now can send my confusion me kai
ba until say as a who shine you na no pe o dey be watches are no was
really dey me sanu na ke say bia ka me pe ro be di shame na oh what
simply all right
for the past 1 year at least I've gotten the opportunity twice. Second Western so so it's been good.
We are lucky.
Yeah, I've been good. It's been good.
We are lucky. All right. I've noticed that people are making comparison of Chelsea 74 charges with Man City's 115. Have you noticed that Chelsea's charges are from the FA and Man City disputed charges are with the EPL? The two bodies are autonomous or independent in English football. A lot of people even refer to FA when they talk about Man City's 115 charges. It's EPL that is fighting City in the 115 charges that is still in an independent court. Secondly, in Chelsea's case, the owners reported the financial infraction to the FA themselves after they bought the club. The alleged Chelsea offences were committed in Abramovich's era. Can Dr. Naro make his opinion or comment? He often gets excited when talking about Man City's 115 charges. Andy Kem wasn't accurate. Manchester United didn't get all the 6 points from Man City last season. They got 4 points.
That is what I said.
Okay, 6 and a 4.
Out of the 6, 4.
Okay.
That is what I said.
Okay.
Maybe out of the 6.
No, hold on here. No, dream cannot.
Yeah.
Hey, Kofi. Kofi Broadcasting. It's all good. Tembi amukasa no atena sudi. My name is Yaro Suleiman from Tadi. Today your jersey is nice. But today Man City will win. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it. THB. Come up. Types no dosun. THB. So just in Kwan or a year for
more lifestyle.
Lifestyle. Oh, Raha, the opposite to be Doctor, say be Baba Biao.
Omuguso.
Yes.
I think now they are looking for shops in Kumasi to do it. Accra then they are basically done.
Wow.
Serious. Serious.
Wow.
More sneakers, some more bags, caps. It's just
wow.
It's just something.
Eboma basu papa. Quality no so too much.
Eboma
yo. Na the wo me bag no dey na me yisha na be hadwen. THB. Ale mo brutal, mo too much. Hearts of Folk fans have started the unnecessary talking and blame games too early. Nobody told them their team has taken shape, but they came out boldly, warning all 17 clubs to watch out after beating Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the top 4 tournaments. We Hohoe fans congratulate our gallant boys in exposing them after playing against them. Good morning, Sergio Strong Amido, South Korea. Anyway, and so about Strong Amido ko Hohoe United abe. I am Chonto mame. Strong Amido. Of course, South Korea now te. But Hohoe United abe. Okay. And yeba san hwese again also. Hohoe United. Virtually unknown.
Yes. But you know, they have about 90% of their players on Division 1 now. The only problem is your striker Farouk Mohammed to Nations FC.
I see.
Yes. About Yes.
But you know, I said teams, almost started for Friday this year.
Oh, okay.
We share Muntemwa, one house, team no Mudebano.
Okay.
A Dretchina Sika Huyedin, Emu1 and 1 Breno. What I say?
Okay.
And luckily for Hasbrook, it seems their last season, Omunya Baseke Holy Stars. Omdomba and Krabeshe has.
Yeah.
And away and Super Bowl draw. Namini and the Cancer for the past 7 seasons. Hasbrook has failed to win match day 1 game. But the Omusho in it, they say if they can keep that consistency, then they will compete.
Oh, can't buy a Mudian.
Meka Holy.
Yeah. So you have to folk, almost problem still I in software.
Okay.
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 Say Oba, I will explain the Americans almost problem no baby and so we especially on attack.
I see.
And so we all cover I will explain.
I see. Mami responded kakrebi to the or compare Man City ne. Obi testy about Man City. Kofi Broadcasting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. First of all, Kofi is right. Say the City's case is got to do with the Premier League. Chelsea's case is got to do with the FA. As I know, Chelsea for na third ball in your for and a coca or some de chre a FA no say a Japade no beto you know. They see some inconsistencies in the account. In Timpen phone remunhe say then omube to my then the FA started investigating it. And in fact, upon their investigations, Enoma pressed 74 charges against Team Chelsea. Interestingly, Nina Roman Abramovich time. Nensem no do na ye kwati kwan Roman Abramovich fa so etuetue sika edema agents ema omutimi ton players bi di ma Team Chelsea. Samuel Eto'o feels one of the players omu investigate the transfer. The players are not at fault in any way. Tuti player be di on onyehwe. Then William, okoye medicals. Tottenham Hotspur we ya ni agent ni say da chinchina abrante ro medical pass but Chelsea na no be manabo. Sesika bi na Chelsea tama manager ni agent no say de omuka bia abrante no yetu ya na oche Chelsea JC. Then Eden Hazard. And so you're one of them. And these are some of the things they are looking at. And ne omakunte boom ade. City there no. First of all, any city na call report yomo. Name Del Spiegel. Ko wakrata omu de leaks. Eno mu ye. Eno mu rema se ko omu fa so timi wura city for omu email mu. Ehum kitawudi ekoso na ode betu dwa se, se kro no city for obonie. Omu etimi ka se Itihad for no sponsor City. Omu di sika bi 200 million ema omu afe enso say omuhwem pa sika Etihad for the Deme City no ebi na 100 million pe. I'm only quoting figures for example for explanation purpose. Into omuhwem anom say omuso be investigate into the FN investigate the Premier League investigation and now omo de 115 charges at the bomb. But so we compare the two. No kre woman say there is suspicion say omu nyina bubu mra so a ye hwehwe omu nsem. But there's some difference in terms of the charges. There are some charges which are also similar. Enti ho asem nyina no. Chelsea ne City nyina paying for hwehwe omu nsem. Na no me kan wa say so bi ehwe anim say na ni kire ya na obi de verdict ba odi agro. Enya asem a eye easy no mu be wie ni sesia.
Alright. Okay. Yambo boso nkra we final whistle dwumade memenda bia na yede ebremu dumienu na yepeja yemu sports programming pamcho enye Kessben television na afi Kessben TV plus nkwa na mu call live enso ewo enkrani potemu nyina regions nyina Kessben 92.9 onsa ebekan enye honkwa ye call live enso ewo DSTV channel 364 sanso and sports show echo live and so our Go TV channel 121 ye koba ye behwe ye local stories free juada bepim ene memendei behwe krankra na se obi ewo ho asem bia eno so odimi e de aba na odi aba betu edwa clubs no week ya monitor bepim na it still omonsa enka 1 million cities na you promise GPL clubs no say ebeba ansana league no ashase na league no ashase sanso and Ghana Football Association president or the Kokobo ama referees say open the best officiating season way ni nyina no na otwi na esi coach Abdul Karim Zito or see the game against Chelsea no very difficult. If you say when you enough rest last season we no when enough rest there be very difficult but unbelievable up to expectation. President John Dramani Mahama Mampeni in some also the Atuja the Afa Stadium hodwa by pese osisi a new stadium hodwa ewo mantem hodwa omo any stadium no ni na naochi na etodwa sanso na Mr. Kujofiano former Gal chairman on since mode Atuja the Afa third term Ghana Football Association Congress no akojatum ama FA president no the hunsem kakra enso Atuja coach Kasim Mingle Nations FC coach enso the Atuja say ope fair officiating pa sa season em say season clubs are man for tip form so meet me AG Premiership no GPL no omo baako any Nations FC coach Kasim Mingle or say up a very very fair officiating. All right, menko ye Awal Mohammed ho Dr. Naro and Andy are too good. They speak the truth and don't feel intimidated whenever they giving their submissions. I don't listen to any sports show aside Kessben Sports. Thank you, veteran Joe Laka. Sir Francisco, Grace Light Educational Complex, Ahinima Kokobin. Awa, Yemura Africa kakrai. Na yenhwehwe nsensema hodo a ACC titru Asante Kotoko any Gold Stars. Omo opponent no minim say udi omachipa. Na yenhwe do de bebre so afri ho. Na Wesam na e woni wa Kudus.
Omo be man hostile atmosphere.
Omo Kudus be tibia hwia papa. Ebra Tottenham ombe visit Wesam wono. Ombeti onye ready.
Say omo friend Judas.
Okay. Judas.
Say Judas.
Where you mama? Okay.
Judas to Judas. Na ko ya na sisi wode.
Omani skara omani.
Maji skara to ye.
Maji skara dey.
Say you ne tie say omo supporters no. Omo nim niam e koso. Say you West Man kasa command ton kudusa omo books nche danye. rules no financial fair play no say
Yeah.
omo books no nhyedanye.
All right.
So selling kudus no etimi abo omo books no.
The aim one say supporters in there
The clubs will not tell the fans.
Yes.
A classical example, a Liverpool ni Fernando Torres.
Yeah.
When Fernando Torres was sold 50 million pounds sterling to Chelsea, Liverpool fans say is so upset. Me na me who say clubs to me shape player Jesse. But on there, I'm dressing fully, share the top, share the pants, share the hose, and I'm treasure to ni. Meanwhile, na Liverpool and Turner team never call administration. In fact, they even persuaded the guy to move because Fernando Torres, this was the guy when he was the captain of Atletico Madrid. Now the captain some band. Now you never walk alone was here. True and true Liverpoolian. But he was sacrificing for the club, but he was seen as a Judas. No mushini Jessica near good them. Okoye Fena Edin. Who share he became a flop big time. Chelsea until Obo shares are going no Champions League. Eti Kudus onye ready fans they don't care. Omo sika no omo nya banking institution omo the sky there. Performance omo pe. Menya show say Kudus akonya na da so see Olympic Stadium. It's a London derby.
Mama kai figo free Barca call Madrid.
Yeah.
The first game o Camp Nou ni omo toto.
Aya. Omo bi no okoboko na.
Yes. Ave no moye banners bi no mo friend traído. Traitor no.
Traído. Ono ne dey dey. She Barcelona for.
Yeah.
All right, so game no 4:30.
Yeah.
West Ham
against
Tottenham. Wow, Opesa game ni bi as
Spurs is on
form. Yes. Intino yenhwe hostile friends almost on Bema Kudus no yenhwe say the BC so beko. Yesterday's display shows clearly that leagues are built and made better with money. Sir, look at the quality of display. Look at the opening ceremony. Look at the dignitaries present, the performance of Stone Boy, and the high participation of the entire nation through the TV coverage. Sir, this shows that with the right investment, the league will actually be made exciting. I have to commend players like Abbas Ganiyu and Osafo. Is it okay? Osafo.
Yeah.
For an exciting display. Abbas was proving a handful for the midfield of Accra Heart of Oak. Hussein of Heart of Oak was also amazing yesterday. The commentary was top-notch. The refereeing was refreshing. Thank you to the good president, John Dramani Mahama, for this investment and taking the Premier League at heart. We are grateful to them. Ima Hansen, Yeji, Buno East, on our way Abre.
So you na betu just say
IAAF.
Yeah. Do dikan at
Miss Birika ho ne bia na refi. Yes.
Do dikan
at TV ho pa.
Yeah, adikati hunti. Yeah. Na sejo ye beba so Leslie Tebogo story ba kokra we no so sejo ye beba so. Eno 1983 Africa Best Footballer of the Year. Sejo ye nyina ni se ono ye El Ali chief. Mahmoud El Khatib.
Yeah.
Seju eno na odibetu just say alali next election seju uncontested view na board na nkasa members no so reject seju omo se omo mpene omo say they still want him to continue because seju under the 10 on our successes now omo choking us seju absolutely incredible because they won 6 Egyptian league titles under the tenure. They've won 6 Egyptian Super Cup titles. They've won 4 CAF Champions League titles. They've won 4 Egyptian Cup titles, some version of the FA Cup, and they've won 2 CAF Super Cup titles, 1 Intercontinental Cup, and of course, 3 bronze medals at the FIFA Club World Cup. Sejo echreo edwumaso wa babeye, and under ono na sejo omode ambitious project na omoba. Omo pese omo si new stadium. And of course, investment on more say ewo mo edifice the academies ni bibia mo ye no. Say the other board members ni say omo mpene. They still want him to continue being the chief of Nadia Lali. Say the decision the about betuja, but it will depend on how say the omo mienu nyina ebetimi ahihye nyoma na wagye atum so obetoa so ana bebia ogina na ogina se onto adwuma no so sejo yehu the Simba Day on Wednesday and Enwa was the turn of the Younger Day. Sejo the atmosphere was virtually charged. And or even at the back of the stadium, the Benjamin Nkapa, Sejo, the numbers when they were trooping, going, and then they were about to enter into the stadium. Sejo, the numbers were so massive. Sejo, numbers in on the screen. No. It was so massive. And interestingly, Omunina invited Kenyan clubs. Simba played against Gor Mahia, and of course, Younger played against Bandari FC. This was the atmosphere. A lot of musical activities also echo. So Sergio, that was how it went on at the Benjamin Nkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam yesterday. Now, yedi game ni shishe so, and I said you, Ekuya Celestine. See a kind of
Ekuya, do share Ghana.
Yeah.
Ekuya Celestine.
Yeah, Chad.
The moon compare pronunciation you. So the moon na mo Ekuya.
Spelling here ECUA. So Ekuya was the one man in your shot who scored the only goal of that game. Honestly, Sergio Younger impressed me. Coach Roman Folso were Jumaye. Yes, there were some couple of new guys. Omo Baba Shisho mu team no mu. Some of movement be Eddie Kaibaso, where the Uganda midfielder Khalid Aucho were moving Echo Azam FC. There's been some couple of other movements in so Abebaso. So some new guys be Abeba. Younger team no mushe mukina. Younger said the last 4 league titles na mona mo winisa. And interestingly, this time around they want to make a move in the Camp Champions League no. Because last season it was group stage exit no monyaye. The previous season before last season, they were quarter finalists before losing out against Mamelodi Sundowns. And this time around, they want to make a major statement. The competition now, because Africa, especially the CAF Champions League. No, Sergio, that was how it went on. Sergio, Enwa, JS Kabili, Eluzuye. JS Kabili, Sergio, omoye 2-time African champions. Na omoni tima, Beshia, Yensuyen champions. The CAF Champions League no meka BBN Gold Stars. And Sergio, interestingly, 4 games are nenke was on one of the matches, stand postponed because they were having a game against MC Olja. Sergio, that game has been postponed. But interestingly, 3 games on my boss so far within the Algerian League no. Sergio, my bodrom and Enwa was the first defeat they tasted because they played against Aknoun FC. 1-1 draw. Sergio Omone Olympic Akbu. And so a goalless draw. And Enwa was the game against FC Oran. And Sergio, they tasted defeat. They lost by 2-0 within the Algerian League now. Ekoswa Ashas here this season. This Sergio Mino Kasei Oko Algerian League log now. Omoda 13th. Just only 2 spots beyond the relegation spot. So a chair said JS Kabili niema enyan shishase ento ye ewo mu league na ekoso no na we no na bibiani Gold Stars so eba be wurem but interestingly omo edikanya some couple of games echen brekum echen bibiani Gold Stars own have been the Gal Katofo and of course the Ghana version of Super Cup omone Kumasi Asante Kotoko abono so we mu abos at least 3 games within omu league enwa Omuluzu against FC Oran. So, Sergio Echero said JS Kabili niema enyan shasian tuto ye emma omo Algerian League no. Yen how Bibiani Gold Stars edibe uremu against omo next week in the CAF Champions League competition no ebe shasian no. Sergio Kwara United so omo 4th week game the Nigerian Professional Football League no. That's the MPFL no. And so obia wa monitor Kwara United. Sergio Omo first game against Lagos-based Ikorodu City, they drew goalless in that game. And of course, after that game, they went away to Rivers United. Team Ebeshia Dooms FC, Ewa CAF Confederations Cup 2 seasons ago. No. And so in that game against Rivers United, they lost by 2-0. Ewa the second week of the league. Now, this was the game they played last weekend. Omone new side, FN Kun Khalifat. Omo one of the sides are. Omo within the Omo free relegation. So Sergio in that game, Kwara United won by 2-0.
Okay.
So Sergio out of 3 games now, Omo draw back.
omo lose back.
Omo na share
white.
White.
Yeah, omo na share white.
Okay.
Omo draw back.
Omo goals no.
Goals in the bar. Now, among for how things went on. The first goal was a pull out and it was tapped, and then the second goal was a set piece corner kicker. Omotimi
edition. Here Kessben television no.
Yes.
Kwara United in the share white no.
Yeah.
Mo show omo kakra.
Yeah. Omo. So they have one player be a friend Shesha. Sejo is a very good player.
Okay.
And of course, there's Adelasi, and also one another guy, and of course, their midfield Mohammed, and also one of the guys are, and also omonye too much of a team. Obeka say omodi omonse in Nigeria mu. Omonye known in terms of say yen channel and I good performances. Kwara United here omonye
after 4 games, almost
about 3 games, and this week number
4th game. Okay.
Yeah, me know because omo that 10th on the table. 10th on the table.
Okay.
After 3 games, you know. About the 4th week game, Ochina against Wari Wolves. The 4th week of the game. So, Omo league log, no more the 10th. After 3 games, Omo di cabo. Omo so afina Omo asho Omo league na say. Nature say Omo league no encore baby asa. So that is how it went on in the Nigerian Professional Football League now. So this is the team Kwara United. Nyamiboa next week. Omo ba Accra. Eba be fisi Kumasi Asante Kotoko ewo the CAF Confederations Cup no. So we've seen how Kotoko have dealt with Nigerian clubs. Eba CAF Confederations Cup. Ye nyina be kai Enugu Rangers. Ye be kai Wiki Tourist. When Kotoko maneuvered their way through, had a 2-2 draw in Bauchi and ebe 4-1 ewo Babayara Sports Stadium when Kotoko defeated them by 4-1 ewo Babayara Sports Stadium. And of course, yenya what went on when Kotoko met Dolphins FC. That game edi kan chance ya nsuo toye ama yesa postpone the game no from Sunday to Monday. Even after Kotoko conceded the first goal no, Kotoko came back strongly and won that game by 4-1. It me progress to the next stage. Omotikoyi Al Ittihad of Libya before getting the opportunity to be in the group stage. So Kwara United interestingly there say you Ghanaian clubs have always been getting the better out of the Nigerian clubs. So say you Kwara where your first go now Eddie Kaiba no. Yeah, where your first go now Eddie Kaiba Emma Kwara United. Omo game omo share Kun Khalifa 2-0. And the second goal was also a set piece corner kick and there came an header Kwara United out. So say you send a medical account omo that 10th. And now work on so ball omo first Premier League game against Kaukab Marrakesh. Say you what can supporters no more raja die say you the fans culture no say you the numbers at the stadium say you absolutely incredible. Yeah, no amount for hey. Even Kaukab had a penalty and our miss it out. And then I said you work team now Noordin Amrabat, the likes of Asifan Azizki, an incredible setup. Possibly Sekotoko Kwara United this is the club Akotoko. Likely so be fixed. Work of Morocco. Even work after say Kaukab any penalty, work came back strongly and they were able to win the game 1-0 at the Mohammed Defi Stadium. So also afin on share league nasi. So Enwa was the opener in the Moroccan Butula League when Wydad Athletic Casablanca defeated Kaukab Marrakesh by a 2-0 the Moroccan League. No. Stefan Azizki in your shots when the game went on. Enwa say you. These are the sides likely says Kotoko. It's me, Kwara United, the free man. So say you be monitor the IAAF games now because Abdul Rashid Saminu and of course Benjamin Azamati. Omo hit na edin, honestly, edin. Owe pair the guys are more within omo hit now. But I have me what GD was Rashid Saminu mu. Rashid Saminu me what GD on mu say even se Benjamin Azamati and Timanya probably on no betimi say you eno so uko Botswana omo Central Bank no a release notes 50 puller and of course say you Leslie Tebogo ne pick ye the picture ato bank note no say ye hanano ade a watimi aye ewo mine mu yes bank note o more release what he did at the Olympic Games last year winning 200 meters on the likes of Noah Niles, all those big guys around.
Okay.
Of Timmy winning here. And said, that was.
But one of the puller.
Puller, yeah.
Puller.
Yeah.
Okay, the 50 pool, I know.
Note, no.
Wow, Teboko.
Yeah.
On the picture.
The picture.
Wow.
Any that baby original G medals,
Nice.
Based on how baby our page our mine omo dino akwakodu say you why are there
all right omo quartet no so omo nyina pictures.
Yeah. So say you that was how Leslie Tebogo was honored in Botswana. And no omo dey banknote no.
Oh nice. Oh my idea. All right. Now one share Canelo Alvarez and Crawford kakra.
Yeah.
Big fights.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to
concentration no I don't
okay.
Ghana for me
all right. Now one share a friend saying so kakra bia mai. Gold Stars opponents.
Yeah, Jess Kabili. Na me di kan ka say omo no nka say was omo 4 games. Omo ne MC Olja first game no say you ya postpone.
Okay.
Nti eno no that game no e wa mbebo. But out of the 3 games no say you omo only 1 point. Omo 2 points. The first game was against FC Aknu. Eno ekoye 1-1. And so after that game, they played against Olympic Akbu. And then no koye goalless draw. So Enra was the 3rd game, the 3rd game against FC Oran. So that game, enona yedi kan highlight na omo lose by 2-0. It was the Algerian League Professionnel. No? So a channel say omo result no say after 3 games na akoso no. Niema nyan shichati ento ye mamo. So me no ka say omo league log na omo da 14th, just 2 spots above the relegation spot. So about 3 games na wabo draw mienu no lose bako say omo table no and that's no omo da 13th. Just 2 spots above the relegation spot no. So say almost so niaman shedan end to 2 years. But say Algerian clubs the problem is yintimi omo honestly. Say only one spender Algerian club, Ghanaian club by that was House of Folk against USMK. And on say Algerian clubs etimi ya ankasa. That is the problem that the BBN Gold Stars will be bedeviled with when they meet JSK.
Okay.
JSK okay so money kotoko share I don't know. That group stage Champions League 2006 near Kobon or Boise, and of course the Confederations Cup I know so Ebaso and Bashir Rayford no and no home games no kotoko timi we but away games no kotoko eluzie but no na eliminators ti say we no and no dey say you na group stage koso and we've seen what JS Aura did to Accra Suffolk. Even after House of Folk winning by 2-0 no House of Folk went there and lost by 4-0 in that year no obeka yensa ye say hu ade a ES so ediaye against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They came to Accra Sports Stadium, won by 2-1 and a quiet goalless draw. ES na ye say hu ade a omode ye aduana obeka ya in 2017 2018 that time. So say Algerian clubs the year na omonsa edayen clubs no so pa. So that is the problem that BBN Gold Stars will be bedeviled with. But that notwithstanding, I said Niema have not been well for JS Kabili this time around league now. So that is where I said umbetimi enya that strong conviction. Nobody in that game against JS Kabili. Said enya an easy game. Even last season, you say who this team from Algeria, CS Constantine. So almost be in Swatramine.
Yeah.
CAF Confederation. Almost an Algerian side. So say Algerian side yeah no more high. Send your clubs no etimi Nigerians no. Say Algerian clubs so high pa. So these are the things
all right.
Young clubs now mo be wure mo Africa no mo ba be share. Next week.
Okay. Yanko yanim Kessben television. Final whistle memenda program and wasungu so utie na fe osan ehwe live ewo television DSTV Go TV. Didn't say Franco Naro choose Arsenal, his favorite, to win the league at the start of the season. So what's changed now? I think he just likes defending Arteta at this point. Arsenal has maintained the core of their team and have added their missing piece, so they are favourites. Okay, Desmond. Anyway, and so free and Gomaso are brilliant.
Arsenal and Arteta, the Franco has been inconsistent this season.
Okay.
First, our other guys are making some bad dignity, so many players in Liverpool because of a team no more. Fast forward, all year the top 4 Arsenal was first. Yeah. When they also Liverpool 14 now, it has been inconsistent.
Obeyano. Nana do a science to senior high school Kumawu. So in fact, for some time now, anytime Chelsea play against Brentford, we don't get a desired result. But as for today, things will change. Nana do and so and a page away abetumde amaye. Kofi Tuo Edway free Elubo. Joe, isn't it worrisome to see a football president openly snap football personalities in public and at a national football occasion? Yet no sports station has said anything or condemned it. Is it a joy to do that? I'm surprised. What have you got to say on this, Joe? Kofi Tuo Elubo and Edway Abba. What is he talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Ovito, Ebia, who be bizarre. A Kaye, didn't see it.
I saw a video on social media. Now be a Shia President Kate. Enra, no, I think the Blast Stars game. Now, or Chanipa Minim, Minim so or within the football people for Nipa Minim.
Okay.
Now, as a one Shiano, one Minganse. Why embrace no and all corner means no candia.
Oh, okay. Okay, see it's me who ya pages but my radio kuna Tony come Mickey but me I video now na yen hwe no ko ara na dwen kra ni
yes we dey that but Sergio be so ana Kofi so ka atem Kofi so e ka atem from Elubunti yemusa na asem kra oka.
Okay. Kofi into what match mu and I say obi e was a video ni bi o ha obetimi de amai na yahwe no so hunsem kakra de ato edwa. Good morning, sir. I was killing to FC and Hohoi United yesterday and I was so happy for the Hohoi boys. They didn't disgrace us. But they did what we wanted them to do, especially the back four, Oduro and Co. But today we're going to beat Brekum Chelsea at their own backyard. Tommy G-Tech Accra, they also page atum de amaye and so I don't know. One more day na mo hwehwe sa video na Kofi Tuo de efri Elubo a oka ho asem no. Na I don't know. I like to raise a discussion here. I've noticed that countries like Nigeria, Egypt, Morocco and Algeria are far ahead of Ghana when it comes to producing players at the top level of football. What exactly are they doing right that Ghana isn't doing? Even across other national teams, Nigerians seem to be dominating in numbers and impact. Sir John, the poet, Udwe Efrehifa, Nimdie, Ed, Nimdie, and you know. Okay. Krobi, Berlin, eh? Berlin. Wow. I'm going to Berlin, yeah. Chrono, okay. My regards to Mr. Andy Kuntu Blankson, also the Abre, you know.
Africa, Ghana is second to Nigeria in terms of talent production. In terms of talent production, Ghana is second to Nigeria.
Okay. Yeah. Was it there no more right? I ain't mean maybe.
Right. The country is not about boy.
Well, about Nigeria, about Morocco, about Egypt, about Algeria.
Yes. Those countries are not ahead of us in terms of talent production.
Into a banner saying no more ahead about national teams.
The more we are ahead, it's one. They employ very good coaches. Very good coaches. Coaches are, you know, look at Algeria, look at Morocco. Look at the other countries. Coaches are or Mofa. They employ very good coaches. Again, they have a structural plan. In Nigeria, for us, any year, no, your story in the again, Morocco have a structural plan. In Morocco, said you, virtually they've dominated everything in Africa, excluding the Africa Cup of Nations in recent times. baby. But even at the Africa Cup of Nations, Egypt, they lost to South Africa the last time. They went to the World Cup, they won it. Obiani, the conscious effort. Morocco, in recent times, they do this particular level. Sergio, again, South Africa contribute to Senegal, actually, more time and again. Say, almost a structural program, and from the Patrick Vieira Academy, I almost build on Edebabisi the 2012 Olympic Games. I almost say picky a talent if you are connecting with the French teams, and as the guns so about the Ababi do the very top. Algeria is one of the largest countries in Africa, and you know, almost so a lot of production line. Again, almost league kono FNSI papa, almost a uska. Into almost structures and a year Juma, no credit wom, and Untina, who say, and open who way, I don't think Ghana have been bad. The problem for Ghana is that we have a structural problem. We are not honest to ourselves. Sometimes you don't call the right players from our under 17 and under 20. Again, we are talking about under 17 and under 20 class. Your coach is in the contract. Omakoboton and Benti Kraban, you bet you can issue. And again, you're under 17, you're under 20, and it means I'm on Quenim. Into who 2-3 players from 1 under 20, 1 under 17, 1 under 23 in the Blasters. Into no, ye was ye. And until I go to a time I see and Nama Bruchiri, Epegana Nibi or Bobo or Hono, now Mame Bomagana. Until those countries, you know, things are structured, they are honest, they employ very good coaches, and they invest so much in their junior teams. It is the reason why they are flourishing.
All right. Inti afei yenye discussions no kakra e free joda bepema na meminda and also be the message be about opese ka ho bibia. Ansa na league matches no weekend yakọ eno nso so. Mind you do mienu na ye peja ye mu. Enra Hatofuk ene Ho United obi anpa fa ball anto ne nyonko atenem. Matches ewo ho ene Brekum Chelsea ene Kumasi Asante Kotoko 3 p.m. Gold Stars and so any Bechem United and also 3 p.m. Nyame ya aduma ochina matches ho ni na be ho discussions and so na du mienu no abo na mrebema ye jai ama monsuma bem na mo be cheche madwen ye toto adwen Dr. Franco Naro.
Yeah,
yes sir.
Nandi can be about say your predictions, I predicted Arsenal winning the league title, but then no was a many Ateta AI dream. Sesana Matina.
Yes, yeah. We said this year your predictions have been inconsistent with Arsenal and Liverpool.
Oh, okay. You see, I say on paper, Liverpool has a better squad. But as I see it, a change of mind. Say Arsenal, a very in Premier League. I've not had a change of mind on that one. Until my memory is clear. But on paper, the Liverpool squad is just massive. The interesting thing is that at any point in time, with 11 nebebo inti and also you there say so that's the only clarification me person me na fe ya befi.
Okay. Now on kakana or the two dana on the House of Folk game. So you adia medical ka say so share the intensity, where the determination, where the energy. Akudi drama ni dia ba be House of Folk team man. Difference no so hwe has so ye be really gine no omutim ni piki kakra na omutim ni piki kakra but in the top 4 we saw a different House of Folk na omu game no energy no e wo now the old House of Folk in them not because of quality but one area na se jo na wo so omu hwe ni ye ho adwuma o manye and I would not blame Koji Dramani for that your attack the striking department and the creative spark of the team. So your both season we last season. Now House of Folk top scorer Mawule Wayu or 7 goals. Now almost second top scorer Hamza Isa or 5 goals. So we won't hear magician to tell you say now also has a call for striker in the market. Omoko for striker in the market and Omoko for Frank Duku from Vision FC by the whole season he played 21 matches not 3 goals. Striker Omoko for anybody 21 matches 3 goals. Adia ba ko ya na me pese me compare but say adia ba ko akotoko aya in recent times from Mbela to Mokwela and Mokwela to Kwame Poku you know on the screen how Kotoko are replacing quality with quality in the attack. So here on your screen now, who say at least Kotoko effort strikers are at least betting me 10 goals a season. And if you look at these strikers on your screen now, who say the striking department of Kotoko in the last few regimes said they replace quality with quality. The profile and the quality wise are not the same, but at least these strikers will not offer you less than 10 goals a season.
And at least they are in the similar class.
Yes. Experience, quality, national materials, they will offer that. Now, Oba has to focus. So those such has attack and starting runner. For Obi to say Enoch Asubontin. Enoch Asubontin played 13 games for House of Folk last year. He scored 1 goal. But on your player or connected the strikers, no. On your player or connected the forwards, no. Born who have because of Bobo Chubia. Oh, you busy your park and so. But where can I obey here from with for Kwabna? Emmanuel Hayford on your beer. On your sub player now. Or Bema that connection in the final third on your that type. Who say or pays or try to support the midfield with its energy. But a player will be connected with the transitional play. A player game no me will be opponent in the back line. And the amount forwards and said you on your beer. It is a 1 year number 10 or Bema or some magic touch in Libya. You need wide forwards who will create and pass for the number 9 to score. And then now here, Abraham now ball led back at the man, or the Kakarishi in the bottom or Jenny Wajuman Casa. In a course, one thing, so make it sure say a baby on mobile canal line. So, into 18 bottles in the Bianaka, Frank Dukunem support to the free made for the support to the free wins, Emma, into the BIA, no, I lonely, or the central pair. And you have Adumako, a national team material. The last team they call champ tournament, on the code you had on a level 4 and 5 for Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Adumako about for.
I see.
Former Olympics. The last time I call you, on the code you had on a level 4 and 5.
I see.
Emma, Ghana. In Tienra, he was solid. Actually, on a command back line, or make it sure say pressure Biama, and said you have to play 30 minutes. Now, what for that red card? 30 minutes still I know my you pumping. And said you who chance be a baboon. Apart from what SCB no be a campus said you, Sabo with few players in the beating yache. Very few in the beating yache. Inti said you, could you drama in your Juman or ye? It is either Hamza Isa going forward. Ebe picking a form, no. Maule why any player or be rely on him because of injuries. Or Kakari so be lifting the game because preseason, it was Kakari all over. Preseason, Pia Kakari asem. Obi no ko game no be so beat me a but it was just a bad day for him. It is early days here to ride the Heart of Folk team off because one game and a failure has started. But Sejo, last season go shed the house and this season someone they careful as I didn't beat me at also. And their records against the newly promoted sides and encouraging.
So I jinx and I'm in so much more breaking easily now.
And surprisingly, and Nama has supporters no more Casano because Moko Stadium no money says I did it on breaking. But as I said, Sergio, you have about 90% of the whole available. Almost try can no more turn the demand nations. And that Ghanaian was solid. And he said, the Akano a new move for no. Who said should connect the strikers and the strikers should bang in goals. And that's idea said you on Bebre. Because in the last few years, one area has to focus abrepa. Apart from Hamza is giving them 13 goals. Said you even Kwam Kiti to Mukra did you on 7 goals a season. Strikers not a goals. Into any more day. Or man yet Jumana said you omit for the end defense here. No do a dimuha one year careful. A Ghana Premier League in there. We cry pack papas and what we will do anymore. Mobile one another be a draw na games and also. Into the attack and a Juma. I was a coach Gidi money.
Okay. Yeah, but so my father listened to you all the time. It's sad he can't see now. Oh, too bad. But he just told me he counted how many times Awar Mohammed mentioned your name in his presentation? 72 times, he said. It's a new record surpassing the previous 69 times. Wow. Because you Achilles, I have Kenya said number 2. Oh, anyway, if you ever watch your father, why? Chanumai. chichi ne re be yi Nyankopon nim de oye bia. Now your ardent listener ba ko pa omaimu now we no o ska bae no from tria de me de shows ni say bada ska ne ba no una wiper auditor graph all right and then on namani mu was in no way as sports they consider so far na ochai kakra pages muma intie no kakra nipa me kan bo hu nipa me kan so awura ba beche hey African child intie no kakra
let them know say we dey fire burn menewa erade menewa minyame menewa erade ade atia bia o kumo minim se uguso sheshe kumo enya dena ubecheche kumo na minim se obi abenya ne dia kejagum manijingum kumo ejana so kumo ejana so kumo sayabana ejana so kumo ejana so awradie adia tie bia o kumo minim se uguso sheshe kumo enya dana ubechiche kumo na minim se obi abenya ni die jingum kumo ejana so kumo zayabana ejana so kumo sejo jana so kumo fire bonde mejana bigo kumase kumo mabasie mechato so kumo metadia eya to beso enunti kajagum maninjingum kumo ejana so kumo ejana so kumo sayabana ejana so kumo Kessben jana so kumasi jana so kumo blue light ejana so kumo pizet ejana so minianom orade mafi minianom blue light for me chiawo blue light oh yeah
yes
I have a brand new one for blue light
wow
and now kasa no me bedroom sem be soja no blue light
okay
and you one ma be chia mitimi no am godin komo no munim ze hemia
okay wow
ti ma ko fa hon ti mi dru edu na se ma ba dum dia Ebza ko was here dum chairman was a bedroom chairman on na se be chia se jo
edu te wa me yo
oh say na se jo wa dum ache o wa do ye kaso bia wa dum ache
o studio o unte
wa dum ache na was say that be chia o na me chia pan for na me come pass so juma konkon amoye ma kuma every friend dey me say obeka ho asem
me nka bia so bia o hwe TV bia o say every friend
o bia ni every friend no bia ni moja
okay
Sergio bia no bia na jogging o ye na nopa
sure
obi wa na jogging ne nsa obi was o di kuta de
yeah
nti obi na jogging o ye
seriously won fa show in dia grokra Asia na wo can sports no munsem chebe a iri we bia na I was
the kind worship papa happy birthday
Ajumawura oh Laka
yes and I'm meeting ho nyina Dr. Franco yes or become and share na amete ho.
Okay, wow.
O program media me sorry na ma hwe ache se.
Oh.
Nyanya wa che kakra bi nya pa eguso.
Mama kunu doso.
Sheton kwa, still no dey so fine. O ko ji still agushi ta wa che so ayede. Wa che dey sheton ye didi. O ji still aguso asa. David. Wa che dey fa sheton kwa aguso. Udi guso aje macaroni ni bebre, salad bebre.
Yeah.
Macaroni no ahihye nchen. Ye mo ade nko a.
African child.
Sejo.
Yes.
Today dem be chia na aya na maintain hu on me program so ase.
Na so invite me.
Enti na ma shada aba no.
Okay.
Ye wa ya doma ochina. SG Mall, Airport View Restaurant. Me share them more executive business class seat.
Wow. Time
5 p.m. na matina.
It's not 5.
Okay. A whole restaurant it me be mo.
Nice one.
Bia wo pe bia ho.
Nice.
That's how share the invite 41 for so.
That's how the one man the TV.
Who's a invite here no
no
more position.
Yati.
Okay,
omo ina so monitor program no. And pay your work na dey omo
Airport View Restaurant.
Okay.
And no parent am share that be invite me am to am na me grab mistake be na am here. Mama papa yi ho me kan je.
Invite me. Me papa.
Sergio, and went in them wadaro. Ma share that papa is on my free. Where's the free?
Free okay.
But it's purely executive. It's open so be free ni there. So I want my be free Sergio no. No ho but no we hu there. Actually, SG Mall so tech maxima.
Okay.
In share for my cheaper. Okay. It's Airport View no buy SG Mall ure mo fra brosan so. On a Rasta.
Okay.
Rasta de obenya
ko. Me Fred Dr. Naro.
Fred Doctor de onu so seat but one kata dem ma Airport View Restaurant. To my business class seat.
Nice one.
Your first class, your business class. But dem say that my business class.
Okay.
Na say Joe tina paka mo. Miss me who. Oh me ball live music go.
Kumo.
Oh, Sergio. Me ball reggae live band. It's na you why I do man. Oh, mi fria mekom krombe odani ubotom wiase sonso minkomo mi sufre wa jimiso adum nyamie mi fria mekom asemoto wa na uhu adofo emu abusiani akwantufuo ekabakra eyemfaso aha na do mi fria mekom
kumo
Sergio Tuede one awa de on tempi but
awa any the music
but we no aya we so the obeti aba enya alcohol sem bebre I want you to come and enjoy music reggae music e dey ato for mo emu ede no mo ka say won share the girl but money how
o tie bibia o vie
money how Rasta for bebre ni girls
also ope virgin
awale na ameti ara me raho virgin the phone na abenya ya virgin phone no any store ugo to phone no store na virgin na we awa na uti awa na no mo go tu fu awa za
yes sir ayi
Sergio tie wa ya don a me mu nyina wa na phobia for so
has
Mr. Omena me ho mo match no na mbeze mu ze free kick no boy na routine free o masua na ze Sergio de amoma money ko free kick na has boy no
okay ade it is say
no I can it mbeze mu zo masua wo training guys on
mo has for
me se o me o ze ball no ball angasa ya de a ya e wo ye wa me kom ne askwane asafo de ya no mbo di ball stadium na honesi eti ball no ya o ba bia ye di agro bebra ye hu ball no na has free kick ni de no nzo no e ka amunyi no za hwe na
o tumi ma ye free kick na ma African child ka
say me hu so ma se de sua wo training ground no mo de ba be ya anaza e ho na no bra so mo ye de a e na me hwe ball me yam hye me cause eba onu aso hu otimi nchena na makai
abas ai
otimi nchena na makai to chiro no ba phobia for mra
enyimra behu ya ni abas fa mic kasagu mic no
na bi bisa se African child
bo nku a odi ana senior man for di ni bika hold pirate yes they rob I sold I to the merchant ship. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong, fire burn by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing? Come along tomorrow night and let's sing.
Africa child. You better share. You bye. I was already has one group. Okay. Into African child and so I don't know invite you be about SD Mall there and Kessben. I say, yes, in fact,
We say every Sunday.
Every Sunday. Wow. Nice.
Sunday,
nice.
Sunday,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, issues no kakra na fe yemra matches no. Abas nso aba enra okwa Accra Sports na we TV. Oh, here TV. Okay. All right. Na fe yemra hoso kakra na nya de akadema manfo enso mrem emekire omadwen. Final was let me bibia na African child ye man no fa ha kakra no so kra no ball na neji ho kra che ye titi
na o jeske dia na wa kan na meeting ma me ka jeske dia no ma history for o ka jeske dia no no sata was ba ka che o da sata ma ni yetie na radio Gabon ni yetie na government shese ke ngu akwa bi ni nti o kwa different o so ko kwate karo na say na jeske shese ke ngu
dinna match no ka
any jay da bi sa wa history no ma na bi ka ho any ni jay tie ni ko fi ade che no be mo different yeah different yet radio Gabon no that's all radio Gabon and that's all hey now ko yi ko to kwate ka fi house for we have
6 no so home commentary ho
me ba cha say
work
ba cho nyin sa ba ne ka ho asem no man sana 6 say me na make am nyin sa ho asem.
Okay, I give an ode to Ho United for their wondrous bravado to seal the seal. The vociferous empty mouths of Hearts-of-Oak fans. In spite of the numerical disadvantage, Ho United remain unperturbed. More power to their elbows. Kekusi Ejoso Bisiasi and Eddie Message and so Ebreye. Ye call New Abrim and Mohammed anyway free Eba. Good morning. Thank you and your crew for a wonderful work. Please ask Andy, did Hearts-of-Oak get any chance that the strikers missed? Mohammed anyway free New Abrim and so Ebreye. Mamin way and so that is the only difference. Or say the countries mentioned to be ahead of us have very strong players or football marketing companies for their players. That is the only difference, and they project their players like the English teams do. All right. They also the Abba no. Mamin way in the early days. It's early days yet, but the coverage and the production I witnessed yesterday was one of the best in recent times, even better than what Star Times offered. We should just pray that all our pitches will be in good condition and that we will enjoy this year's Premier League. Justice, Mampon Assem, Health Center, and so Ediwe, and so Ebreye. Shiftman Atonsu, I can only hope that Mikel Arteta gets his tactics right and at least fire 3 goals in from the Forest at Emirates today. I wish my Arsenal and Kumasi Santi Kotoko all the best. Let's go, Reds. #Gunners forever. Doc.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I requested for Cat video be an pages I ready.
I ready, okay. It's a bit my hair. Then as it coffee to a lubo and I didn't know by. What's going on? Okay, Musa uncle mochi back in the area. Musa uncle mochi back. Na yen hwede bi ana dem woka nya sa akra na tie kra monsan chase o sa who is that where oh, okay.
I think I've seen the man.
Okay. Until when I must say or chane obi and I say oh, okay. Now who say na be am penny for dignity ahodo wo ha o ka ko cheche omo And I be away so I hear no one person man.
Video ni ye kwa na ne sana konachi odi ba nanim. Odi be chia we na we no so no mu. Video na sa na kire. Na ne sana konachi odi ba.
Odi ba be chia.
Odi ba be chia ha.
Technical director no. And we so kwa hear no free ni film.
Do de nye bibia.
The one here in the city no.
Do de nye bibia.
Oh, me mpanimfoɔ wɔ anim a wɔkɔkyea na obi nso ayere ɛwɔ akyi ti dɛ sɛ wogye wo ho no akɔyɛ mpanimfoɔ no
I don't see the big issues in there.
mehu bi saa
As at this moment, you know, the formalities of greeting the technical director, the minister were more important.
Yes.
And we hear about exchange pleasantries. Like nipa no, any no be diga grows. He thinks onje no nkoye there so I don't think so.
Nipa ko na mbese mehu no ɔyɛ hwan a
chikwa na hwa hu no na chi
o abɔdze sɛ kakra
yeah we be a unim ne dia obehu no na we so sininim
okay.
I saw him at the stadium.
Ghana may be doing well in talent production, as Andy asserted, but unfortunately, the revenue generated isn't commensurate with this feat. Juland, Caesar, they also the Abraham.
You see, Andy asem no kan no, ebrebi atwa ma obi antimi nyi ho akyi. But sa wo kan ne ya, obehwe wachi kakra na waka. And they say, aside Nigeria, Africa, in terms of talent, you're producing more. First of all, there is production of talent. Say, you're there, the average Ghanaian. But at hot stage, we're developing Pudu. The Niema and my talent will be at Adomacha, there, talent. Environment, and a bit to me, talent, et me, I could do baby. Clearly, in terms of organizing football in this country, above from facilities, they organizing football above from. And Canaan Kafa Bronubia, and so we Bronubiansa, Ubenya football parks, standard ones, and our Kwako free. A baby a Ghana near Quada Kumasi and Ankran. So, if Omufa Bona, the Oyo so for the obo, but no Bona enough. You need a pitch again. How many average Ghanaian players in the bit to me and also young guys in the bit to me po Agnesika to Agent Bois Akotua and Nastro Tevno. And facilities here major limitations in terms of developing the talents. Oh, can of Africans now? Yes, more fair share of talent. And Canada say but and the top level of football in Europe. Never national team players. Take even Morocco. They have their fair share of big players in the global world. Yeah. Offer even Egypt. At least Obibeka Mo Salah no aka Mamouche. Yeah. There are others of Bebresu Bo Muligin. Enti talent, we are born with it, but we are unable to develop it.
That's the problem.
And one of the major issues. I will honor. Yeah, da powerful, and I da powerful. Enti Adoma Chade and Yamedia Chayeno. Intimi so emani nkoye de bedban fa so amaye. That's the problem. You know, general, there are several talents. Most of these talents, one grooming here and ultimately monetizing the talent.
Yeah.
Very, very important. I mean, to see us will be nimsa. Asa be brave talented, but how many people make so much money from dancing? Obesa asa how the budget crop for any keke. Ultimately, and any paddles and a true asa. Or the be kwaku sini fear no better the card them. There are several talents, but talent say na be say grooming to na be timamo is can only dey here. General.
Okay. Reggae night is one of the best outings I enjoyed in Nairobi. It's very sensational, and I pray that by and by they make it grand at SG Mall. Kombolo. Backward and anyway, and so I bring.
Oh, that's also Kenya.
Oh yes, yeah. I hardly watch matches being officiated by Nilai, but if this is why he's considered as our best referee, then I bet to differ. Except only if I'm told he had a bad game yesterday, because almost all his decisions were against Hohoe United.
Abba.
Referee in Razan Kingsley Tamale. Yan game no kakra.
General, first of all,
yeah.
the GPL 2025-2026.
Yeah.
The first thing, Adisa production. Omuyi match no ma Ghana for share TV3 and I think on TV3. Okay.
Yeah.
They did kind of. First of all, I think they did well. There were some hitches in terms of maybe a game there problems and a possibility and that. But we share the magnitude of star times. Any day no more the Maya. Any day I decided Maya and Ra. But Accra then I think was good. First of all, Accra pitch and effort.
Yeah.
Or my yam and I effort. And a game no sooner as I and I joke.
Okay.
And me happy when you have a local company, ABB, saying they say support you.
Yeah.
And rather few people highlight it on social media. I think they would improve.
Yeah.
Because just match they won. I know say Accra so there easier. Into so many brave pay on game because Accra was struggler who could do outside the capital cities where Accra one where you struggle more. I don't know what they will put in place.
Yeah.
But the coverage for me is quite okay. Becca so my idea. Then the pre-match formalities. Any stone boy or Modebeka, when you are there, I don't know. Express Sika Befi, any break Accra. Now I expected the launching of the Premier League in a better way than this. But they are shut down launch it. But the game is the GFP. Initially, no commodity say the President of the Republic of Ghana and now Nka Obekwa early kickoff by who you know now Uraketo Kreku and a kickoff and Shadan say President itinerary the Mrs. any time into me see a casa president beko baby and now baby ne do no ni hwa ya me question bebre national security crab it my friend say he can go and now there will be emergency somewhere. So for me, I don't bother myself so much. But Ken did it and I think it was okay. The game itself has of work. Adeba who say as a Ghana players, you know, determination is too much. It's so many bread. So like it but Adiana Omomu ya dear pa no bayan with ease, you know, as ye near day. So make my express me well. Okay,
the opposite say
determination is seriousness. They say football.
I can't, but skill now you piece you no. And I'm say, omonia brain, omonia the confidence to do it. Ball also be so done in hono because of open and terminal pressure no one is into no release into her ball now foul throwing a does one he gave. But the natural skill, the range of passing, says a Joe calmness in terms of build up. Say, you been to was a pin ball, the diacon, Debbie. Over one says, I had 40 pass, now say. Into your game, now, as I do. Mostly on town who pattern of play, say at the goals back. But
errors leading to goals.
Yes. Into who says a Joe, yeah, bottle phone has the kotoko. One of the goals, you can say, or more pass it to us, I think. 8 or something. That and no being a PC who a game. That is the pattern. That is the tactical play. The approach to games. And only a PC who. But because of when need demand and adults into the players need the time to express themselves on the field of play. Oh, hey, now. Say go Mamudia or because you will not enjoy the play. Yeah, you'll be man of the match when I was able to say at the end of into man of the match.
Adeba Kwana make out see determinations are bro say. You see get Bobby or what Nipan watching. Utim says a one fauna and it's not in danger. But the Ghanaian guy will struggle baby BI channel. I'm making sure they were fauna. We are not the free one man. It will be a energy no almost 7 game. But for me, Yabebo hohoi for no abaso for what they did in the game, being able to hold as a hook to a draw. As for Becca say, Omunima de Kra, a beer, no first game. Now I had in ding at the amomo. Until let's see how things go. I still think, say, in terms of a structure, you see it has Diaka chances creation and then goal scoring. Because to me, we create chances and then attackers and body good. However, I don't know, say has if no, and who say they are coming to sit back because some defend very well, very solid, and who Tijani is one person and when him did Dramani very well. Didi Nimno Suzu very well. He knows Ghazali very well. And they've been together, they've been friends for those times. Into me, I sure say, Tijani decided that Obeba be city deep. And our post-match interview, also she has book, our top 4, no, or show me, is it a Gaman check-up, and it's who's the house be. So he decided to remain compact. And I think then a difficult man has or went to me and to me and created a chance, you know. But this is better than what they did last season. Last season they lost. Now they've have a draw. To be sure some other games in Bebasono. Okay. And next Saturday we are also looking forward to some interesting game, especially the Bekoso Brekum Golden City Park. That game see a game a lot of attention near Chelsea for Beka Charles or Chelsea no say Golden City Park there. Lala enya there say Asante Kodokotimi Shomo. And they will share the last 2 years. Chelsea back 4 no munina ba be dikotoko. From last season, last 2 seasons. Now omo back 4 or say Patrick Essiedu. Then you talk about Zakaria Fuseni, Lord Amwa, and then Ansu. These were their back 4. Lord Amwa, Patrick Essiedu, Zakaria Fuseni, Henry Ansu. Those 4 are now with us. Oma peja 4 ni nyina aba Asante Kotoko. Ubebisa say former Chelsea players, what will be their contribution in the game? It doesn't look like Ebi Omanya Dudua started cry Ebi a 2 and Ebi Tima started. Probably Patrick Essiedu and Ebi Zakaria or Ansu starting. Oh, a game. Chelsea Ansu ya 1 teamer. What Johnny players kwai? And Naomu goalkeeper Akwaku PM or Midiema. We are talking about more back 4 for the past 2 seasons, so we're free on money a day. Asante Kodoko was also inconsistent, especially with the top 4. Omo Eboye, na Enema Ensheda, Anku Yamfa Momo, playing the entire top 4. Coach Nisina Yebre, fast forward, Oma Resti, Oma Babak. It's a game so difficult to meet a Chelsea team, no. Minshede Nimo Muye because Oma Sisomo. But the coach is a Bodu, and Obienim, Bodu, ne modern more, especially against Asante Kotoko. So it's never going to be easy for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I see the game also ending in a draw general.
I see. And the areas are game ne na memra abaso ansane aba and the games near.
You know, the record states 15 years got to continue winning or break.
Yeah.
It's a difficult game. And never the last day I could carry him to Beka ya break once because they do got to protest on Munti any bill. After this game, the next game in Africa, into Brennan say, yeah. Now business as usual. Ghana Premier League in almost starting there in a difficult grounds. So we should become Chelsea to me try some major highlight of their players and their 2 key guys that Kotoko should watch out for and Emma mistake. I agree with Sir Franco Naro say teams need to be to become Chelsea team no. Okay, about their goalkeeper, Mishak and so free almost team in him. Who bet Jawaba Kotoko. So for our team now, their goalkeeper, their best centre back last season, their best midfielder last season, Sergio. Omunyina haba Kotoko ne. Inti so yes analysis and obviously Kotoko should be ahead of Brekum Chelsea. Minim say Brekum Chelsea ade ba ko omo so ya ade pa aye. Omo ma player akọ na omo fo bi so replace no. Enu nti na season bi a omo team top players Edema Kotoko and other clubs as well. Replacement and hunting of talent in the difficult for Nana Kwabiku, Samobodu and other guys are more running a club. Inti Odio Beko be a Mubeti any replacement. But this is a situation I hear.
Mishak
yeah.
Wow. Yes. Tomo the Mishak ne Gregory.
Yeah. Zakaria Fusini. 7 of their players in our team. Inti they will set up a different team altogether. And he said, "Yo, a game that you expect to Kotoko say all their guys and look at Abet Amwa Kotoko all their guys no more ball last season at least it almost signing 15 players but then okay players na Bebona said you maybe the Shaibu guy for his performance or ball last season or boy in the top 4 is likely to get the nod instead of Lord Amwa. Apart from him said Kojo Hilary Adabo. So obviously Kotoko starting lineup requires oh yeah it is going to be 3 players that are likely to start our new players. So virtually the old players now still what the upper hand as compared to the new guys. And he said, yo, say, okay, Brekum Chelsea team now, I'm smiling in an Crawford to know. A Chelsea won't do woman of them. Kotokoli good history in 15 years, El Brekum. But said, yo, I think they have the quality, especially the attack. Also any issues with the attack, but in all, they were able to beat Baby and Gold Stars.
Yeah.
Gold Stars are G League, imagine the top 4, the best in the country. Omuku anko baby but Omuku Gold Stars home and a cost Omu by go to nil. A Chelsea almost pick it to a certain point and almost feel the pressure and a buy after the top 4 and on the room of this particular game. Difficult grounds, Basedo. Kotokoyo Omuniama year. It is always difficult to beat somebody, especially when you home. But Kotokoyo Omuniama year, at least they can pick a point from this particular game. Not any Timia coach, a business as usual, a brand there, and I feel you come back and this guy to bring the okay. Kotokoyo fans will troop to stadium to enjoy the game and say, Joe, Brekum Golden City Park, I won't give you any stone on 10. But at least I think Kotokoyo can pick a point from that particular game.
Okay. Ma yenje we and so quickly, Kessben Sports, I'm very sad for my club, Hartlefolk, for not lashing Hohoy United. There is hope for Hartlefolk. Sadiq Gado Nasiruddin, Bueman Senior High School, Jasikan Buem Oti region in the way and so Ebrahim. All right, Abbas. And now when results are now open, or now?
Yeah. Okay, so then go for no mobile. The abroad be crab by na abroad be hard.
You share the answer match.
Make the see when I make. The abroad be buy. Oba no good akpele. From Hawaii. The buy. I'm the cham the video ni beba. Na mo say ye nya botre. I'm ya Monday the video ni beba. Na ya hwe say the ombeye ho. Abroano no abroano o mawunyaga no awoso ade no mawunyaga no awoso ade mawunyaga no awoso ade no saa ye de bo ne kwanfa
e no kire se de o
mawunya ayise busa agunafo no je busa agunafo no nti na ye kura no mo de akpeli abefa dro yi na nkrofo no nti ye besi
edu mama mfo yo mena firi se a draw no boy no ya akoyo no boss a draw
na ye kura no mo de akpeli abefa dro na nkrofo yi na nkrofo yi ye kura no mo de akpeli abefa dro
ye hwe game no
ye hwe game no
yes
kofo no ba on ball no correct they also mo ye bi on be ye and to draw there is better than lose
boys no disappointed one now
any disappointment be brave
okay
because past since 2017 as of community first league match though since 2017 you win the first league match there more draw crowd than
the number break is
yes to know ever see a break you lose because draw is better than lose you lose to know an a chair previous ones now first match be any lose no into the to one that is no at the end but I always said yes here preseason you know preseason we said this here preseason 100% you because you know Kotoko crowd 2 times head to head the BT Kotoko the BT almost 2-1 you show me 2 nil it do your preseason about 6 matches on the your fans say you started you did the start here 6 matches or lose 1 pet 1 you do check in round match and the can 7 matches that did the ball while lose 1 match eti e benya abotre em say mistakes e ba mu bebre technical team nso be hu na mo so correct niema ama niema tima ye because league there obaba empire we league ma do so che top 4 ko nipa 9 paye ni nipa 12 empire there difference room because no a ball no an pa there general na no odin enti empire na ye bose after ye no mbebo ne sa na omde akodu ba bia ma omuso omotima di yie because House of Folk supporters the enen no an ye no ye zanka ye born ye ba anu say ye ntime create 1 chance kra department being one apart from keeper now save back ma ye no
10 against 11
and show we got 10 against 11 you know omo red card no na aka 30 minutes
that time wo
that time afeni abo 60 minutes time wo me betim dey bia so stay and show stay kwa so hwe na omakọ set back and so stay na ball ayen so ye bo no enu an ye bo eti be set technical team ni say sabi e wi ase mimi tuo katamani anankata amadwene ball ne nema na yehu no ye hwe ni saa na 10 minutes di wie yi eti ye say assistant coaches ni say eduru ba bi a omo me yehu because bench wo e be check ya assistant coach or team manager or
goalkeeper trainer o omu nyina hwe niema eti die ne no omu hunu a yenye hu because we no e strike ya no e passenger ona musa sa Hussein na minua eke sa na obodo ball no mi se ma me na hia ka kire no ase ball no ubo ni nyina wie na fana na bi hu ball na wantimi anma na anya bibia emwa because we ball no na earrings na kreke me fed kreke ball no so o ma ko fana akwasete back see person the ball no fa finfin enye ye eti e be sere technical team ni say league ni ha start ko world bottle for ama omo bi na hwew eti omo hu say the coach ni kan no coach na so no waka no ye na say boa yenyo a tire wo say top 4 na wo ball no coach say no omo bi ni nyina hwew eti omo hu style play eti abo technical team ni say sa asem ya coach aka wo so mfa no mfa ntuo madwunum no mu say na amanfo expect say omo hu ye de a ene ye so say sa eti January say answer say was ane ma bi hu a me giri ye say e be high league so de o ba ya mpa ibo league o bo de wi a no ahwe de o nhye do share be ha na wa bompa ya tia no
Abbas Odarom has fans ana mpa ye no ya mo morning tema na say den adentina 7 seasons every match they won mun to mention cheze a goal cross 7 seasons 7 matches no o mun she goal da
2017 no
not a single goal a trainer mo kaiser ya start league na nsa no mo start ya bompa ye na say den
niema bi ho ya card Dr. Ken no niema bi ya ka omuntie because see the end because we anwode on wutimi mompa ye ema obi a wonye boxer so onko American kobo azuanes onko ayo your friends Mactasin
Odi babota
I say eminu ya tie na de babota na Jesus onko American kobo di la hoya etia no ye ka say the amount preparation amount di shia any sa ayi ne down omu ye team na omu consider sa ne no mu experience players base 2 or 3 so just say ball no say oh ball na we say the coach e o park ne so a o bre ye boy e problem nyina no past 7 seasons na Dr. Kessben a problem I don't know
but say solve this season
oh you ever say I improve and solve
bench the end say solve
I draw the year
of koji di drama
but also work can on ko di bia beka we say ye share one goal crowd 7 matches nyina mo e bia net omo she net sa eti ya de ka jembo ni force say sabi boni ba sa na mraba eti sa de to aso say ya to unim ba be kwa ko wi enye tidi die nkeye empire na wo kan ye hu ye bompire say de be sa ne nyina be yi because the tia ye pa ye match na ya mo no legon no
okay
and high was it preseason na spirit ni na ko she legon
you know so there some yakwe
sorry Dr. Nebusa Sampaye
Cross Sports Stadium
was it
across the pitch
anya pitch na make
there
Mpaye bo asem no worker
Mpaye bo no wo legon
oh they will legon
na nka legon no ma on fa kole ni ma
aba sin kase vuvro
wusi legon there
konfa ma
and no dey no ensi dey sie na wo kan wase wo David dey sie na Dr. kan on kan dey be sie the ba Dr. kan dey be sie
o me discuss
David we say o kan say e dey enti na sa dey no wo ye Mpaye ya ne ye mo ne ntamu ana
okay
what you say
all right
what you say
about reading now first and then come here so be building what say o ti ko kra un kan coaching asem mo say park ne so te to da bi na wo anya coach your park ne so
yes
say no na America
yes
say mo strikers kra no
yes
nyamianu no kra ni wo dey compare mo previous years na mo attacking machine here dey
wo form kra
at least kamunya experience strikers
yes
young boys ne bra
obeti ba control mo offense
say unya number 10 bia o ye mature e no na mpete obo dey nkoka legon ene
me ba cho no ye me issue na Dr. Ebusa say ye Mpaye na ye born ye monitor say issue na that was 7 years yana what you say what you say
don't worry
send nsio name Bible no name kwebe even no free no name say name
concentration no be come tactics mo formation ho do mo players on
David eno dia me ma say na Ebusa how dey e ba
nenam baby sa
David me nenam baby
all right
you nenam baby e dey nya be for baby no be pay baby
and I mind you matches na e bo no season we no legon pitch no na we bo matches
David ho dey when I boy season
all right
tike o wa kama chika amasa
legon ho nya wona bo matches
kama sa
about last year boy
you can this year semo this year
Yesterday's open match between Hearts of Oak and Hohoi United was okay. But I noticed one thing about the Hohoi team. Anytime their player is down, the Mazua goes, is it Mazua? Okay, Marcel goes to the park with only 2 bottles of water. And besides, they don't use the needed items like a spray and ice pack. They should try and buy all those items because the government has given them money. Eric Dwefri and in Government Hospital and the Abre Abana Momuska. At least spray the yes, class will be and Saka.
Sir,
the hope by Monday, Tuesday, the others in Sabaka. United, yes, so next time, Munya you show 2 bottles now with the car park at Among us on Masano. Now spray the ice I agree with Kingsley Tamale. All the 50-50 balls and infringements were against Hohoi United. Sergeant Ima Nungwa Police Station Accra.
Also on support to say
General.
Say ball we no we ball bay.
Or say 50-50. Boss you know Sergio. Team Biau defend there. Sap near man only Kutiao.
No crane.
See a bobo on your bonnet team is what will be defended or Simon only Kutia.
Yellow card,
yes, yellow card, fouls more, and a 50-50 balls for Yetiano. What would defend it or don't? In Pempi would attack Kutia. And then a game now, or a boy and Sana no mobile game. It's obvious. Say Kutia man or referee Daniel lies.
Last minute because I go Mama say, Fiki clock on the
I found what you said for being a Casem call my essay.
And there is a quantity or dependent is anybody I miss my casa.
All right.
Apart
from the foul, don't know can.
Patrick Papala, anyway, but our players are too raw. Our game is too much of throws, fouls, throw, foul. Sana yapon. Unlike the days of Stephen Oduro, Charles Taylor, Don Botte, Yusuf Al Hassan, and the rest. You can mention, good morning, sir, referee Patrick Papala, and Apejawe, and so they are Breye. Abbas is funny. Akole pa. The water too is juju. If Akole can do the magic. All right, Papa Nova Accra and Apejawe and so atum de Breye. Me free Papa Nova ho. Na ma be say akokofin to Jan. Jo tell Abbas that I'm far now. You shouldn't add different things. Kofi to Jan see amfa we emma.
Those are far
now. Me fan question me bia. Okay,
I'm far so free.
Okay. Kwame Owusu Donko, doctor is only playing smart. His prediction for Arsenal is based on his heart's desire and not as the head directs. And he cannot be faulted. And this is why, if we can't win, then they should also not win to strengthen their hold on the pitch. The man you wish. GPL, my take on the first impression, the pitch looked good. Spectatoring, an improvement on the last season, just gone by. Officiating can't complain much. Hatchfolk, I'm happy. They couldn't break the jinx. Whatever it was, a president took the first kick. We are anxiously waiting for our 1 million Ghana cedis. The real business starts at Brekum. We are winning, surely. Kwame Usudonko. And so the way bread.
There's a couple of Kotokunino.
I know you.
Okay. Brekum Park and you don't mind the camera. Every president apostoli. With their mammy Kibia will be
okay. All right.
Very nice. And
Brekum.
Yes.
And they have a game pa.
Very nice and it to be ready for the Kokotoko.
Okay. Yes, other games no, and so Kakrai Gold Stars and the Bechem United. Or a dance park.
Yeah.
Takwa. Sorry, BBNE.
Yeah, you know, Bechem so a situation now quite to say the air Cabricum Chelsea. Yeah. Osha Francis Chenia joining Baby any Gold Stars. Their goalkeeper Aziz Eba Kotoko. Their led back Francis Aqua Eba Kotoko. Again, Seth Kodu and so back Kotoko. Until within their team. Their left back, their goalkeeper, their holding midfielder, and their captain. Every team. But the likes of your champion, the likes of Yawano, and those young guys, almost a talent production line every year. Almost tries to replace players. Almost boy and Crawford before no, but team to try to be replace almost team no. Those guys are me boy, you are not your champion, and all those guys. the Nyakons, all those guys are available, and Omo Euram against Babiani Gold Stars. Babiani Gold Stars, and Nekotokosha Omo 1 area, you know, from the Premier League, Eddie Baby see top 4, Omo Modibonet Miaswani. Even the top 4 Omo travel all the way to Accra, Omo Koko Konka incline by winning the competition. Almost well lose to a lot of players, but the good thing is that almost certain players are certain department. Almost food guys don't lose to almost. Almost to me replace you almost abra almost the top 4 no share almost very well. And almost the 3 band midfielder almost the room. Their main striker are more goals last season, and in the top 4 side the top scorer Samuel Atekubi, he's still there. Vincent Atingamu Edaso, Emmanuel Kobe is still there. Kevin Opon is still there. And Abamu, the likes of Bright, all those guys, Ajima Edward, all those guys are there and almost 30. Almost himself, there will be a yeni tima, or the Nani Babeshe, a tima, your friend Gold Star, because almost defending champions, they will be the standard, and Obumbe tima will be adding any better. But you at home, Gold Stars cannot afford to lose. I'm expecting them to say, Bechembe more tough time. But Francis Trinema be stabilizing middle, no ne Emmanuel Adjuma be stabilizing midfield in the likes of Konto. I be making sure so more year Juma. Inti me hwe Beche United is a jo. Omo betimi team a friend Gold Stars e betimi win game no e wo eye baby edi. One game eni bebre nko ho ba sejo. All Blast e ball against Nations FC. Na obi e hwe ensem ayaka fa All Blast ho nyina no on the field of play ye hwe de omo so e de beba. Yeah. Unfortunately for them, almost start your game no away. Minya chance to in the Division 1 their last game against Park Academy Mehe. And Egyptian coach in the buy no almost the matches or my ball against other clubs, almost team here intact, and they have a very good team. Almost so a modern air so almost keep almost team no the other guys Ababeka and they are playing very well. Nations FC are quite the off-season and on to Omunka BBB. But I said, how many players now moving out from Nations FC? Sadek Alasa, who played very well for Nations FC last season, he's yet said Obetimi as the higher part of their team. The lives of Fiza Chawote, Suleimana, the life of Emmanuel Ano, and all those guys are still there and they are playing very well. And at home, it almost said season eba bebe wieno. Said Omutimi elusu to Heart of Lion there. But so watching nations one area kwana kwakoba ya na din so obitimi akwakofa the 3 match 1 point. All Blasts will try to do something to make sure so obitimi enya draw, but I think say Nations FC Genoa more the quality to win at home.
Okay. Yɛnhwɛ other matches na kakra bi Heart of Lions and so betena fie na omoni Dreams FC na asi akan Basake Holy Stars almost betena nsenchire Sports Arena omoni 11 Wonders na ebesi akan Basake ozo do ba nsenchire nti ho no besi o makan
Heart of Lions no one ebo
Heart of Lions omo any Dreams FC na ebo yɛnhwɛ we ni kakra bi ansa na ko Basake ni 11 Wonders
so just why Dreams FC yes starting league bia almost started ye by ye end league bia almost end ye so I show in the last 2 seasons yes started bia almost started ye but ye be we bia almost ye be really you know who say at least gradually they were picking the pieces. Look at them against Mediama, they played very well. And Heart of Lions here one area ya na di so be ko timi akwa almost lose their only striker. Apart from that, so we hear the likes of the Lawrence goalkeeper Ebenezer Aban or back to the midfield of Ishmaelado. Almost guys in that so and they played very well last season. Said you, me make us I win for a Heart of Lions at home against Air Dreams FC. And I will say Basake Holy Stars
and 11 Wonders. You know, in Century Sports Arena.
Yes.
Summer boy.
Neutral grounds, I must say, for a team of friend Basake Holy Stars. Almost NDA. I will game almost against Nation, almost against the Diana Star their last game. But said you, see you free finance or baby, a day. 11 Wonders the previous years of my Ghana Premier League, no. How many team almost performance when it comes to away games. Into the first game, so neutral Ghana and had the confidence to win. Said you bed say going for it, I get that the momentum. Now what me I showed them a years and back. tall for 11 wonders, but I think say team a friend about Holy Stars. Every team I go by a slim win.
Okay, I'm listening to your program and watching World Athletics Championship live in Tokyo. Osama from Holland.
Oh, okay.
Otie and our science so share athletics no and so television as well. All right. I say your home see a Holland ho and so my Vision FC any Summertex or ni Ajay Kraku the second pack.
You know, Vision also your one team finish league in it very well. Share game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Lose a lot of players. But you're one of the few teams almost keep for coach, knowing very well say they have a good coach and Obi team are working to bring the best out of them. Summertest last 2 seasons played very well. Last season they were on and off. Almost well lose 1 or 2 key players. I'll be ahead your Obi team aye. Vichin atum said you almost last season almost started but almost end the year. Said you know the game looks like a draw, but Vichin FC started as favorites.
Young Apostles any mediema. Nana Jiman Badu Park so.
The cracker. Cracker. Mediama one team. Omoko Cote d'Ivoire for the pre-season and said you my quiet.
The Young Apostles called Domain Crew.
Okay. Then it is open up a open game for Mediama and I'm expecting Mediama to win.
Okay. The last game Karela and Adriana Aliu Mama Stadium. Tamale.
Adriana knew good travelers in recent times. Almost so I show my team near more of a few experienced guys. I was talking about Mishak. The last time Ajima Bedu was added. Anochi Bedu was about joining our team now. Their old guys are still there. Only a few additions are more experienced. Sana Sedu, their midfield maestro is still there. Almost striker to a team my friend a mediama. General Karela Atom. Such teams almost starting in points now. I'm expecting Karela to win at the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium.
Okay. All right, and be lines no mama for most mobem na mobe church madrin dumienu na yapeja yemu na holistic news and so atwaso de amai. How United didn't defend as Andy and Abbas are saying. Heart of Folk were rather lucky. Okay, yesterday Tommy Accra and anyway
I watched it. That's why we no coach in Accra accepted. Also we defend accepted so by so be close the game.
Okay. Na and also no. Me be lines no mumra na mama church mo drink Accra come say be page ai 055 1444 933 055 1444 933 frɛ na fa wa drink ebra. Hello, good morning. John Mbom say. Okay, you didn't miss me anyway. Abuasu. Okay, yanso ye beda wase papa ma yenhwe na yemfa aufrefo a otoso mienu. Okay, why ena eba? All right, mami hwe se menyana. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hi, Pacha wana be. Okay, you too, Paiwa. Mina dum ye nyina ho ye pa. Okay. Okay, boy, that's pa. Etia be kwai for enso enyina. Next caller enso emra na kakakra na ya peja yemu ofoforo aba. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay. So we Madia. I disagree with Andy that Nigeria has produced better talent than Ghana. It is the same Ghana that produced top-class players like Abedi Pele, Tony Yeboah, Michael Essien, Samuel Osekofo, JJ Okocha, and Mikel Obi played second fiddle to Tony Yeboah and Michael Essien at Frankfurt and Chelsea respectively. Even in the past, Ibrahim Sande and Abdul Razak were Africa's number one. I disagree with Andy. Okay, lawyer Kwame Boafo and anyway, and so Abreye. Okay, Mami, call me next caller. Hello. 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 Good morning. Hello. Hello.
You.
Meet your park suffering.
Sergio, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, suffering, Pacho.
Suffering Sunan. Again, Ben.
Okay, Ethiopia.
Sergio, my notice at the free Ghana, your referee, no, since last year. Player at top park, so instead of some medical team, the bear attended to player. Now referee na red cross for some pija player in free pitch in his own content. And so here European leagues now. And this player medical team na attended to player na sana red cross on the form. But Ghana had an antisa. And secondly, and no how player no the red card. But so most that incidents has a full player. Who say how player na out of ordinary out of form na original player na so. So Daniel Lai one but who is a player na form na has player na form. And no issue yellow card. But you can't hear referees no motion you must do. Player and has to put player.
Okay.
Ojina or player na so. What you want me amoboni? No Pierre.
All right.
We follow mo pass they be amehem.
Damasipa. Na sunya ho bokore.
Radiadum.
Damasipa. About what change to na esi bitu na esi sunya ho. All right. Mami nwishi entafui Nana Duma Chirikua Senior and a junior more Aqua Viva Hybrid School and my birthday we a special one I free Muda Nanantiamwa Amanku the second Jabin mo papa no I wish him happy birthday. Okay, that also be and so Oduro Kwachi Emmanuel aka Ima manager of Pokumave Enterprise. We and they also birthday. I wish you happy birthday. We a free original Oba Efia Kids Food Seller KO13. And then you also birthday. May I wish you happy birthday. Oduro Kwachi Emmanuel aka Ima. All right. Yemfa Insia Seth Empraeso and so at the free kick na Kumoka was dog. At the brain I'm say I late. Medema ya osisi free kick na no kan wasem say
African child. I'm saying your Monday is Monday
with me shows everything. All right. Yeah, ko
OBB no general.
All right. Okay. And the emphasis the live commentary everybody afa matches everybody weekend nyina the free Kessben 93.3 and the Kessben 92.9 Accra. Holistic news up next. The munyina say yebesan enema transit drada yakram.
Pause.
Jessu, and say Japan, open anyone, your Bopano Cotosiano, a certain fitted a certain fitted your Mamma, Mampo Contonchi, or boy here, Commander, mampo kontonji obo ihe kumana na ye amani ampona ne yedi apobo je tata mampo kontonji framo abogonia ni trenyo kotoko yedio pasa.
Won't be for brochile system and compare Ghana system. A brochile be 2 minutes. Now for the police 2 minutes police car be 10 beba. Ghana be 2 now for the police police car no kofa commander ba. Kofa commander ba. Police car no kra nam kwan so. So they say kofa commander ba ntie ade ne beto no na che say wo wie. But your system no e very bad. Eti your system no one friend mu die ni nyansa anantia ubewuntam untumi fa brochile system and compare Ghana system e brochile be 2 minutes now for the police 2 minutes police car be 10 beba Ghana be 2 now for the police car no kofa commander ba kofa commander ba police car no kra nam kwan so. So they say kofa commander bantie ade ne beto no na che say wo wie eti your system no e very bad eti your system no one friend mu die ni nya
dabia ne de onyame eye enenso obo ade e de edai afamie na minimi nua ba ko e di nkomo ena me ka kire ne say ei Oba Kessben achire hanom a car park ya ahyan ye gu achire ha no enya senkuma ahyan ye gu achire ha amanfo be park wo cars ne ade ebebura hanu ani achire na magina mpuma ye chia asoro ha hwe cars mu a medi anka ho menua ayaman no se kwache wabua ni yie waka sempa na yenua no mo enu o mo sha abrabo ase ne no kre se ebi mo nya sika toka ebi mo nya sika sifie ebi mo atukwan kwa abrochire ebi mo aware ebi mo ko o manim se ne pempenso a yedroi na da bia ye adwene a ni adwene de eyeye die from ye papa no nko a positive ones no nko a ne adwene ho na de negative ni de ya mfa nka yen hyehyeye ne ya dwendwene ya bobo ho de eye negatives ne omo enu omo hya ase no a ebi mu abodam sebe ebi mu awuo ebi mu da prison obi da ya sabia oxygen esini so da bia sika a wotua ayasabia mpa da bia sika ka ebe woni na busua so no enya senkuma enti da bia senka ye hwe na ye dwene ama ebia ye ni abiri obi ana ebia ya tani obi ana ya dwene se menya de we ya nka mepe ana me na asem we me na mka mapagya duru hanom anka mepa na ya sanso adwene the opposite direction say na ne wawunu de ye de empese ye benya na nka ye ne yawu ana ne wabodam no ye de benya na nka ye na ya bodam ana ne woda fiase ene ne siso no ye de ebenya na nkanye ye ne da fiase ana na ode sa negatives no na ode ka positives no ho a ena abehunu se ne tie bia wa brabom bia no se oda so akita wonkwa utimi kwa na oba onya aduane bi ewura wa no mane koto yem ne ma ugina ne de oda no wa bompaye na do ho ahye obo ade no ensa Kessben 92.9 ewo enkran Kessben 93.3 okumase afi Kessben TV Plus na Kessben TV so mo hweyen na akọ Facebook a Kessben FM na afi Kessben TV so edame aye streaming live ewo hojbade ni din e di breaking news ya mamu ni amawodo so nsem saka de mu ohu enwanwa otia na wabopusa no eno ena edi mu nkyiremu ebesomo midide ohenne nana kwache adefe kai na hye nso ye kasa de kire benyansafo ye kasa de kire badwenba na ye kasa de akire adase wie ni se de abusua na kire se eja ena edamu
ile jatabiribo ile jatabiribo ile
Abusua yaba na yaba ne de ne yaba na enensem wa ide ba no ano eden yie pa ya enya senkuma na ye de ani bekiremu enso so ye de ani bekiremu so ewo eye emfinfin mantamu na ye ko emfinfin mantamu a kire se enya semketoa aprosifo ansa ka konfuo bi na konfuo no nea oye ene se etutufo na se ma eduomo free Nigeria eduomo ba Ghana ha ya show mo bo se mo ba ye adwuma se tutu bra na ye de omo ba beye oye de omo ba na konfo na akokanche wodi moja ne ade aguom se wa woni ma obedwane no ene meso no bebo watofom sabra ye kasa aprotifo aboa ama emayu eduomo free Nigeria hye omo bo so mba ye adwuma o Ghana enya sika akofie omunim se tutu aprotifo akoje mai ye de omo ko mo se de bu omo nko momi yankofie omo se de bu omo nko adan a konfo na ye nyankomade aguom se omu dwane a de ebesinye dia na asi akire yebewuram na yede emunkyiremu ede aba yede ni bekiremu obo ase na enne nyame na ya adom anka de si wa pieti no ebi esi ewo obo ase gas tanker akwakọ muntum ama apai ne pae na obo ase tutuka ne mpatamu konka junction na enya senkuma ehon so de ekọ ho no awie emunkyiremu nyina enso ebeba yebekọ amansia west mansini mo aprotifo nsa kanipa mienu bi a yesu se wonom edi awuo na awudie no akire no omudwaneye na afi na prosifo nsa ka wono mo a awie yebeti emunsem enso ewa ha yebekọ eye kokofu esanse ehon so akuafo ene adwumko bi de abo ani so mo asase adwumko abeji aboso a wonom etu anwea edi free so ya de ekoso honom so no ene yede emunkyiremu enso ebeba nyame ya adomo a ejiwada ena asante hema ya okwakura nana kunadu oyi adom ya otoso miensa ne dotiye no eba so na otumfo frontom hema enso ede afutu ama ema no amoba eyiyo no ase bie ya chain down 9 wabo asum bese du na bia boni hwenim dabi nananom se amamre ne amane ne ekoda adi wo ho na enye mabawa ne mprewasem ene yebeda adi ntimo hwe na muntu eho anamo yebekọ America mamu yaka de akyeremo se owura bi wato onipa bi a wagidi wa America mamuto amana prosifo penoa na enra eno ane papa so ne nsa edna koma prosifo na de ba ya ne papa hu se ne ba na adi awuo no ye de emunkyeremo ebeba ne pa man mu nsomenti mu ase asi be na wotwenie omaye dompembo ne ye kire atumansofo pani omakunire omahye aban mrase bidwafie aban atenaye omasese ne ma bebre enkre ba ne se monyamansoфo pani fufuro kra ya oye oba ya eno so bewuram adi munkyeremo aba Colombia mamu so nipa bi omawura asase ase kodi gala omukopesika na asase na akasa wonom ama nipa nson sabre wonom ehya asase no ase a panifo ase betima yi wom enso de afimo busuan semwei ya afro bi kan ne atena sia no pawie ene anwumre ne adi munkyeremo ede ebesom tempa no ano yebekọ ahoma no so adwenkyere no eye 0551 599933 0551 599933 0551 599933 udini babia de free ba no na odi akan odi ama medame ho aba na ya hyense no ase ede amamo
ile jatabiribo ile jatabiribo ile
abusuya de ani kyeremu ewo oboase ene ne mpatamu na oboase aye kro no eye konka junction ye de ani kyeremu oboase konka junction ne anopeye bese no nsia empa mu manfo bi da kra wonom nsore ye no ena ebeto dwa se okọ oboase a gas filling station bi oho wonom hyan kese abeduro a oba beyin from aja gas no ede aguduro ben mu na abo manfo a womode from aja gas ne di omjuma no mokọ manya bi akoto ede abafia bedi omjuma prekope enkreba na se hyan ye se dan ne ho no ano ena efiri hweye afi efiri hweye no na ne to no gas ne tua so no ano na tue afi de ena mo hwe no mu TV no so no gas na nanwie mu fita sa no na ade anyankopon beye anopatututu sabre na bebre no ansore no mo asoja enti a kyerese nana ojambo ama wotimenka
metom ka okwache
nana wadawro ma asemi siye wo ena okọ ho ekotietie de ekọ so emu kyeremu pa ne sen
yo kwache omenda wase anopa die nyame ena die ho afofi obo ase ne patamu anoma nya se gas filling station bi o for adima gas tanka eba bi nyama no pai wa bewura mu a o dan no ha prekope ena tank ni free car no so be hwe form ema explode ye na aya no pa no be no nsia be na manfo sorry so mo no mu ni ane jem na nsa no ema odun judgment for ho ye ntem ba ho no ma me no ka say omode niam abegugu so a eni pe dwane de na kwa chime se asese mo ye ye ne mani bi kasa o se bodam ni bi onenam patam wonom ebro mu dwane se na ni de fi so nso bodam mika watu ni ne no wa ne ire fi kura so abodam a chese wono so timi dwane free afrent one ka betu ya sabe die enhye na abeda say isi mo bia nsoja ewo patam obia ba bia kopem se the gas ni da ho nyina no o ma dodo ane de the leakage ndi e da so mu a aya ahoji sempa ye ne DO2 atuiga edi nkomo ene asamre man di nkonti ye be kwa kohwe ne DO2 kan asamre man so ye so de gu akwam ne pan man fo e o man tamo betini abidi nti ye nkone ne o mo kan
abusuafo nti yenhwe sene fire commander ono ene okọ ho DO2 atubiga wokan ne nsem no ekiremu ekire nsentwerofo
junction. He said, now leakage spread up to that particular point. So he said, now serious issue deal with. So we decided to call on the place. So from that particular point, let's accept all we go to the scene, decided to do cleaning. We have BIFL, situations like this, because of heating, the person heating, coming to contact with this LPG. We cool, so we bring the heat down, so that there will not be any explosion or any ignition. It was an accident. Actually, it's like he was coming to offload the fuel. In the process, it is like he had an accident and the tank turned over, and that was what caused the leakage. As of now, they check here. Valve and but it's because of the accident. So small leakage is low, and then the man leakage by. No, we've not recorded any casualty. But now we are looking for the police to come and disperse all this particular crowd because the risk involved is too high. But they are saying so we are not trying as much as possible to get the police involved so that we disperse this crowd.
Commander, right now, media is safe.
It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe at all. The leakage is still going on. But what we are doing is that we're on standby. As and time will pass, then we'll cool till the risk is reduced to this minimum. So see there, and yes safe crab, the engine idea, yes safe. The leakage is still going on.
Commander, my education kakra, you could say gas station, fuel station, a wokum, baby,
it's based on safety measures are putting in place. You can situate so far as you can situate the fuel station and the fuel station. The safety measures now that will minimize the risk involved. Anywhere you put a gas filling station is risky, but this is they say in place safety measures are maybe it's just a risk to the people.
So the okay say
yes
abusuafo nti DO2 tubiga ya wono na fire officer call baby asem ni sie no na moatene kan no so kasa wie no na assembly member no so na bia asem ni sie oboase tutuka ho onumunyamfo osei Kwame Steven ono so kakakra de toa so
it's a explosion on an opedi ankahwe yanchi the one it is a explosion be asibo you were at German gas in the filling station. Now I was starting now. Ye did the kakra. The man for 2 of my cars, or Mamma Kodunka, that block more Maui, some of fat and you know, Mamma free to go massive to Dunka, so that block on some of famine simple. It is as a cashier, Pana, at your name, the better fast and fast. Any police service and another security service award was so far there gas explosion echo from na no kura no enwie senior
Honorable Stephen Osei Kwame ye ono na we assembly member ene yete ne nke na yensan kwa homa no so bie mu na yensanchuru na ojambo ama ensan so entoa so emaye na die na asi akire bie mu a osan so toa so nkra eba ene se besi ne omanfo mo mpata ho asem si ye de ye ma kwan ema wonom obia nso ja besi sabra ye kasai esan se ewiem no enframanda so ginedina ewiem ho no mo ha obi ko soja na pape asem kese pa ena eba oboase ene ne mpata mu na na to aso ma idea na esi akire bie mu
yo kwase sene do2 kan no eni fari bi ye asobrache what they say mo se cars no mo fa aso ni mo isu kragi ade mo tofu so mo di akoba ebe ni di fabrica ade se ababofo di se police for ebe ba na ko ma be boa fire for na no ya dia kebebo apartment mo fona so ni omoye no obi ni ni be frechewa to say ade do na leakage mu mu a eni kwa se phones amanfo so be o ye kwa ye adwani gina chip ne chip ni zoom ye mu adwuma eni kwa di phone be so amanfo ya so ni obia akeke na ye life ye TikTok ni amanya
okay
the police oba ho no a be ama ni ma calm down
all right ebusuya ye na nana ojambo amase nsentro ni ono ena na esi ye ewo oboase Konka Junction Romu akotutuka no na waboye ho amanie ye free oboase dia ne ne ye nam kwan so a ye ba bedru kokofu ye no ewo bekwa mansini mu na enkra free kokofu esiase de eba eni se kuafo no ho boafu yie pa se adwuma wono mu die no eso enya enhyeda manfaso sa eni se omofuo ye omoagye ato asase yantam ya wono modo ama no baya so abiribra ne enya bia kradwa badwamba so no abetodwa se nipa bia famra hwo nsemu a wono na momo nsa ase so na omutu anwea ya anwea ne ya anwea de si efia na se de si dan no bia uye kuani wado waburo wado board yo bekọ efie ade chia so ba bedwase no beba no na wasase nyina ya bedwini nyina betu esu anwea edekọ eno na adwade kuafo no bu afuye se omosra prosifo ene aban panifo se wonom emeye wonom emoa pani ono ene kasa de ma kuafo nkabum koi eye yewura Samuel Ejei yene no eni nkomo yewura je miamo aha emra Kessben TV so
ya me je so mini afen
wadawroma wo hawi mapone kakra emu nkyiremu pa ne de mo pesa adasa mampani ene Ghana prosifo panifo tie no kyiremu ema ye awie
yo me da se na fe me chia wati efu nyina so esiase kokofu siase yekuro kuma adwuma titire wo hopa yeku adwuma e de edi kan aboboso no yedua afuo moduane banche bode afi yedua eduaba bi se abe koko eno ne adwuma poti e wo hono ma ode awofo ne mpanyimfo de hwe wo ma ye nyina eno ana ya maame nom e de ahwe ya ma ya bidu ba bi a yedu no na nansan ntem ho na yake se esiase hen ene abusua baako anyamanso bi na bekwai traditional council ebua de ama saa abusua ne se ekuro ne fa baako asase wo nyina eye won dia nti eba saa no abusua no nipa odi animu no eye yenua bi efre ne se Peter yenya pen bra akwasi Peter a yenimu na ye ne no nyina ne te ekuro mo ho no mo ti eba saa pe no ana yenua be mai afa emra e di ahye ne nsem as si amene wo kasa no betumi aka se efana according to ono o se the quite traditional council ebuade amano no watu ni nyina anwea na awrabosama ewo mu a ama ye mabu ye ni abre ho no se ye nim se tempo wo hine ton asase de ma se kosi dan mpo na wo na obi agafade wo so a this only the planet transit na tia mpapitik de ma no na ansa na watumi mpo aya asase ne so adwuma but the Peter years say ni say wafa machines abegu honom nti waya akoro wadua waburo wadua emme wadua kofu a oturu honom a onka hweye na watu ni nyina atu agu na watu anwea no akwa akoton uko bisa ne ho asem a wɔsi asase no ɛyɛ ne dea ebi sɛ bɛkɔ traditional council ewuli sɛ asase no ɛyɛ n'abusua asase na deɛ ɛyɛ wira ho ma yɛn a yɛn ho yɛn te aseɛ ne sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛ asantefoɔ na deɛ enim ne sɛ asante nsase nyinaa yɛ sɛbisɛbi yɛn nana a wɔte kɔkɔɔ soɔ dea na sɛ yɛn nananom de asase mpo ma wo a wɔde ma wo sɛ bɔ ho ban na ɔmfa ma wo sɛ sɛe no nti deɛ ɔyɛ no akɔyɛ sɛ adeɛ bia ɔpɛ wɔ kurom hɔ no ɔyɛ ɛna deɛ ɔyɛ no nso ekosi sɛ obi nim tumi kura wanya nti wɔkɔkɔkɔku police station ɔkɔ police station a wɔkɔyɛ case a ne abɛkyi sɛbisɛbi yɛn nuanom de yɛ maame no ma ɛwɔ kura so no de wɔn ɛkɔ nti obi a wɔte akura ase nso sɛ yɛde polisi bɛkyi no pɛ na afei wafɔ oni ahoɔden bia because onim deɛ ɔkɔ police station hɔnom a ɔbɛkɔ akɛka nti saa na ɔyɛ ama no akɔ akɔduru mpɛmpɛnsoɔ sɛ mmerɛ a nnipa no baako mmienu bi sɔree sɛ ɔmpene ma wɔntu wɔ asase no wakɔ akɔfa land gas aba abɛgu hɔnom a sɛ wonnim na baabi a ɔmutu asase no mpo ɔkɔtwam wɔ hɔnom fa a na ɔmo atwitwio de asi wo so
okay
saa adeɛ wɔ yi a wɔyɛ no nti ama nnipa baako awu na nsɛm a ɔmo ka de kyerɛkyerɛ mu no sɛbisɛbi me nua ɛntwa so mu
okay
sɛ nnipa no a ɔtu anwea no na wada wɔ anwea kaa ne mu nti wɔtumi ada to the sense sɛ yɛhwɛ kaa no asa anwea de agu ne so ama wɔantumi ante ansɔre awu kɔpem sɛ ɔmu tripu anwea no gu fam ɛna ɔmu hu sɛ wawu da kaa no ase anwea no a ɔmode agu kaa no mu ase sɛbisɛbi asɛm wei woka kyerɛ obiara nsuo biara ɛnyina mu a nteaseɛ ɛwɔ mu na sɛsɛ no deɛ wakɔ ahohyɛnsi a ɛde aba ekuro no mu no yɛ sɛ ɔbaa bi antumi nkɔ fuom ɛfiri sɛ onim sɛ ɔbɛkɔ akɔtɔ saa nkɔkuo yi nsɛm ama wadi no bɔne bi
okay
nea ɛtɔ so mmienu mmeranteɛ a ɛwɔ kurom hɔ a bi a ɔno deɛ sɛ kua adwuma na wɔyɛ nti wabere ne mogya ani adua mmɛ ebi a 4 acres 10 acres 5 acres anaa wadua abankye a wɔhwɛ sɛ ɛbɛbɔ na watu akɔtɔn na nso wɔnyɛ biribi de akɔ n'ano no saa nneɛma no nyinaa watu ne nyinaa asɛe no a wɔntua mpatasika 1 cedi koraa mfa ama wɔ biara ɛno na yɛn mmabu no yɛhu sɛ baabi akɔ no sɛ yɛansɔre a na madawroma mo a mokasa ma yɛne a yɛnni bi na yɛyɛ hiafoɔ no maammoa yɛn ama Ashanti regional minister ante na wama amagye kuro no a ɛbɛdi afe baako no gye sɛ ekuro no nyinaa ɛbɔ yɛn yɛwɔ Kumasi sɛ bi a yɛkɔ kurase a yɛkɔ a yɛbɛnya nsi ekonya bankyɛ bɔɔdeɛ de aba but ɛnɛ no sɛ wokɔ akɔsra wo maame a gye sɛ wo na wotɔ ɛmo ne bayerɛ afiri Kumasi na wode akɔ akɔma wɔ mo wɔ hɔ ɛfiri sɛ nnipa baako ayɛ n'adwene sɛ ekuro no ɛyɛ ne dea na ɔnsɛe biribiara na deɛ ɛha yɛn na sɛ adeɛ baako a yɛpɛ sɛ mpanyinfoɔ te ne sɛ mmabu a ɛwɔ kurom hɔ no asɛm a wɔka ne sɛ enough is enough sɛbisɛbi sɛ ɔkwasea koraa no yɛsi yɛ ntia no bibi so mprɛnsa nti mmabu no yɛ wɔadwene sɛ ɔbɛsɔre na wɔdifɛndi wɔn ho ɛno na yɛhu yɛ sɛ yɛkuro no yɛ asomdwie kuro yɛmpɛ sɛ basabasa bɛba hɔ saa na ɛteɛ deɛ a
okay
yɛbɛfrɛ mo na yɛde ato mo anim na moadaworo ma mama mpanyimfoɔ ate na wɔmatumi aba mu na wɔmaba abɛsi saa anweatuo no a ɛde sɛe nnipa agyapadeɛ nyinaa wɔ hɔ no wɔmatumi asi ano kwan awerɛhosɛm baako a wɔ mu no yɛ sɛ yɛn nua aberanteɛ baako a ɔnam ɛyɛ adwuma nkakra na wapa sɛ wɔresi dan 5-bedroom house a wɔsi akɔni mu akɔdu lentil no Peter ɛde kaa akɔdwiri dan ne nyinaa atu hɔnom no
anwea okay mate enti wasɛm a waka nyinaa ne wɔgyidie sɛ saa bere mpanimfoɔ regional minister ne mpanimfoɔ ate anamo bia wɔn bɛtu afa ho bia no yɛn nso nsɛntwerɛfoɔ de ho bɛgyim na yɛdi mu akyi ama mo ate asɛmpa de afiri mabusua pani baako ɔno ɛna ɔdi dɔm anim ɛwɔ kokofo asi ase owura Samuel Ejei na yate ne nkan se de mu kyerɛ mu sɛ niema enhyɛ da enko yie no yenti ɔmanfo no nso ɛbra ɔmo kyerɛ ɔmo adwen ha sɛ ne nemasi kɔ so kurom hɔ no
mu ya ne atu na boy bi na di animu ya fra de abeko waso ho yi wa hia okwa wa tetere muntu wo muntu nti wonne no ani Peter no na eye sa adwuma
Jisu niema nyina abanche bode ni ayi emme akodu ni nyina efuo eka na ne de wajisu nyina emme kese wo bu de nyina ebubu osesi a me ka sei ya wo mesi me onfa mesi kama me na ja me ho nto
wo jiri da na ku bro ku kura se bro ku kura ni asase so wase se wase sa bro ku ni ko yi so wase sa budie me se be me nam ese wo ba kontu ha me wo ba adwendwene adwuma pa me tumi nye me ne nam sa
abusuafo ntomanfo wɔnom ɛwɔ kokofu asiase na yate wɔnom so ɛhaw ebie yɛfiri wa yɛde ani kyerɛ mu ɛwɔ amanseɛ west mansini mu na ɛnkra firi hɔ nso ɛde ba ɛne sɛ nipa mienu bi wɔnom ediawu ɛwɔ amanseɛ west ne ne mpatam mu ɔmo wie no ɔmo dɔm ho kanwura na assembly member no ɛna mpatam ho hyɛ ne nsa ɛbɔ nsɛntwerɛfoɔ Kessben amaneɛ sɛ saa nipa mienu wɔnom ɛnsa ka wɔn ba ne sɛe ɛna wɔnom ɛnsa ka wɔn honorable Dakwan Sam yɛ mo ha Emra Kessben TV so
yo mejemoso miano
wadawroma ebi ane ne da edi kane a obi tie sɛ saa nipa mienu ado mu video aba ye hwɛ wɔ mu yi wɔnom adi awuse da bɛn ɛna asɛmi siye ɔmodɔ mo ka nwura na edi miero do sɛn ɛna afi na so mo na ba fi ma mo chi wɔ mo sɛn so mo na mo towuram kɔchi wɔ mo asɛm no bie mu ma me ne mahwɛfoɔ ne matiefoɔ
mo ma wo tie ku nyina ha ye frɛ mo na bɔ bɔ na komanso twege asɛm ne na ye no kwa de mo ka eye ahofo mienu ene ba twege ku bi nso bi fa o mbebi ku no ene na ntepe ena ba ko ne yiri nya kata ena kroma mienu ba ko fu ma so tanta ba ko bi ma so twege ye frɛ ba ko bona ene ye frɛ ba ko Thomas o mu ko patai na o mu ka so profie ya blante ni be fi abata de bo shi abati ena o mu ka ba na wo yire ko aye pata o mu ani no ani ena o mu to se nfa o mu le te kan bo ma ni wo jane kwa ahin ko ofisa hin itimini ofisa hin ba se ni ba di so ena o bo am na sa kan na ya me no ko mi ga sa be ma DPOP upon any CID aspect any machine contact police o wa bo mo mo ama ene dey yetumi akɔgye ɔmo pro ofisa hin ko e do mo machine contact police station
okay na honorable ewudi a wɔnom edi ye minimu ada ɔmo agye atum sɛ ɔmo yenu nko na di sɛ wɔ na nipa bi ka ɔmo ho na ebi asa nipa no adwane
me ba cho mi tri commander officer na mo frɛ mi ɔmo agye atum sɛ ɔmo di sɛ wɔ
wadawroma saa kyerɛ mu kyerɛ matiefo bi mu nipa ɔmo di na wo no ɔyɛ ɔmo den paa na ɛma ɔmo etu saa na mo no
wanye ɔmo bɔne bia ɔne ne yere na nya akata ɛna mo kɔpa tae ɛna wɔno akɔfi akɔworɔ no ho a wɔba abɔdwuma bɛtaade ɛna wɔn mo tia na abɔntimɔ ti abɔntimɔ mo tia na wɔn saa den na wɔn wɔ yere ko ho sam ne me yere ko a ɛfa mo bɛn ɛno ani ɛne sɛ wɔn mo hyɛ no so a baako de sɛ kae wɔ no a wɔn ko no
honorable asɛm we de ɛdedodo wadawroma sɛ kwachimeti hai na honorable no yire nyantokwa na machia honorable are na no yire ko pepa na me te kan wo asem honorable mabusa mu ye se mrantie yi omo ne owura na wafrim na yire no omo ye na hofo omo kɔ asɔre baako omo sumko baako ana bibi wo ho biani ye ma me ne mahafo ne matiefo
mini ameda wa me assembly member ko na mu ye wo mi na ko mache mini mzeni ko ni wani wo mu ni afem woni wom oba no kra oba yin 4 days ni that date of 10 na assembly see no wani ni kunu na be ko 4 days ni oba ni wo ma ni na wo ta kwa nyem ko so na wo mu nim go bibia la wa kide pudie no e wo mu nim ba ni ba bia wo mu ya nwrafo wo mu nim ba bia
ana modi honorable say wo ka krompanifo ho wo di bra bi ahye mmemu ensem say obi ne yire ko a omo na emeje ntokwa ne nko ana mente wona se yi
David me ba chi studio mo se ni wo ni kunti ne wo wa chi studio enji awale se mo die ni o akɔhwɛ ko hwɛ me funa mantimi a na mada bɛta ma nana no mantimi a na mɔbɔ tumi bia ne yɛni mmeranteɛ bi a yɛbɛtumi bi asɛ ɔmo nsa ɛna mesen 2019 a mebaayɛ a wɔbɛta atoma no 2023 saa nneɛma wɔ minti bi da koraa wɔatumi mmeranteɛ no ne neɛ aba a wɔmo no mu deɛ ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa
ɛhɔnom koraa na mebɛyi honorable wohwɛ mmamua yi a yɛhwɛ ɔmo yi a wɔn anim no ne adeɛ no ɔmo ahokeka ne ɔmo ahosiesie no ɛna mebusa sɛ amanfoɔ no bɔne wi ne tramol red ne adeɛ yi wɔn twitwi bi ana
wɔdeɛ bɛnbɔ sɛ ɔkyɛn mi a wɔnim asɛm ka wɔtena na wɔnim a sɛ wohwɛ picture a yɛde aba na sɛ wɔn yɛ fio no a wɔn yɛ mmeranteɛ a wɔn yɛ bi a wɔde obi atiefo bi ho ɛna wɔn yɛ bi nso a atiefo bi ho sɛ wohwɛ wɔn picture mi de ama mo no a mo bɛgyegye wɔn.
Honorable Medase sɛ wabɔ adwuma ɔdi asɛm yɛ kyerɛ ma saa mamu a yɛnsa aka wɔ no ma prosifoɔ nso yɛwɔ gyidie sɛ ɔmbɛtu anamɔpa yɛ a yɛde ɔmbɛfa mmara no anim na yɛhu nneɛma ahodoɔ bɛkɔ so nti owura no a wɔfiri mu no ankasa deɛ mo baeɛ wakɔhwɛ ɔmo watotona no so owura no ɔne nkurɔfoɔ ani ntawantawa ankasa kasa biaa na asɛm sie
ɔne obi ani akasa omi no nyinaa wɔ na ɔmo na atu anamɔ sɛ asɛm ne tie nyinaa bɛto sɛ yɛkɔ ɔfɛ ka nipa yɛkɔpa wɔn ɛbaeɛ no mene wɔn nyinaa na wɔn police station wa ate na mesu ma mebɛtu amode asɛm
honorable mamemfa wo nsi na toaso adi akyire na adwuma a wabɔ nso nyame nhyira mo paa assemblyman fo mo bɔ adwuma paa obi koraa ne ne yere da na anayi a ne yabɛka kyerɛ mo nso yɛntua mo ka nansia na mahu sɛ mampani mahama bae wɔ so ɔbɛhwɛ na assemblyman fo tua mo ka kama paa ama ensabɔde ambɔ na yi ase no nso mamu ayɛ du abusuafoɔ honorable Dako Amponsa ɛna yate ne nkan wɔbɔ adwuma ɛwɔ manso ɛne ne mpatamu amanseɛ west ɛna yate ɔmo nso ɛnka ɛwɔ hɔ yi manso atwere manso nso sɛ mpɛ danam kɔhɔ manso kurom hɔ nyinaa memba hɔ da ɛwɔ sɛ mpɛ danam ba hɔ paa meka kyerɛ me yɔnko baako ɔkyerɛ adeɛ ɛwɔ manso kuro no baako no sɛ nea ɛwɔ ba pentareɛ 5 na ɔde raincoat nso aka nso ntɔ nso bɛhyɛ raincoat ɛnya asɛm ketewa abusua yɛmfiri manso ne yɛnkɔ mfimfini mantam na mfimfini mantam nso a yɛkorɔ no yɛde ani ɛkyerɛ mu ɛwɔ hɔ na abɛtɔ dwa sɛ enipa baako babro bɛsɛ aduasa a wɔnom nyinaa yɛ mmaa Nigeria memu na wɔn nchi efrie ɛna nipa bi dada wɔnom sɛ ɔdɔm ba Ghana na Ghana ɛyɛ ɔman a mampani mahama bɛso mu no ɔman ni mu adwo yie paa mpuntunyuma ɛne nyuma mampani mahama abie no ɛnyɛ nyuma ketewa yɛ panipa kora mo abɛyɛ nya nipa ntom mmra Ghana no mba ɔmbɛnya nyuma ne bia yɛ ɛnya sika akra kɔ Nigeria no afi ɔmo ahwɛ ɛnya bi nso ɛde ama abusua nyinaa sɛ maami ɔde ma ɛmayɔ beduru ya na ɔboa ɛyɛ bɛɛsi bra tutu ɛna wɔde wɔn ɛba bɛbɔɔ na ɛbra a wɔn bɛduru Ghana de asi akyire no ensɛm na no ɔde yɛ kwa wɔn no so na ne nsɛntwiro ni Kwame Shadrack akɔdi nkɔmɔ Kwame ma memo aha emra Kessben TV so
yeah kwati mejo so
Kwame mayu adom bɛduru Ghana nyɛ sɛ nya adwuma pa bi no mbɛyɛ ɛyɛ tutu adwuma ɛno mba bɛyɛ adwuma no mbɛ di asɛm na asi akyire bɔ me ne mahwɛfoɔ no matiefo amaneɛ
yo kwati de abɛkyira ne sɛ sabra no ka sɛ de Central North Regional Police Command regional commander DCOP Abraham Akwe ɛda wɔn ano ne mmeranteɛ makomako aduasɛnum ɛkɔyɛ operation ɛwɔ baabi a yɛfrɛ wɔ sɛ nipa nikro a ɛno no ɛwɔ subin dentra subin ɛwɔ upper dentra west mentin mu na wɔn kɔyɛ operation no wɔn nsa etimi aka mmaayewa makomako aduasa mmiɛnsa 33 ɛna afei so mmarima a wɔn no mu di ndubɔni hudwa wɔn nso makomako ensia na mmaayewa no kyɛ wɔn kɔkye wɔn ne nyinaa sɛ wɔn kyɛ sɛ wɔn nya information sɛ woba mpɔtem hɔ no a bɛɛsi bra no ɛne sɛ mmaayewa edu anado a wɔn gye nyina kwan ho na ne bɛrima bi etwa mu asese na wɔn twetwe wɔn ataadeɛ enti no saa nneɛma a wɔn tete na wɔn yɛ sɛ wɔn kɔ akɔyɛ operation paa wɔn etumi nya saa nipa bebrebe saa no mpempra me no kasa yi yɛne regional commander di nkɔmɔ no wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ in fact bra wɔn ɛtoto nkwadaa no ɛno na wɔn hu sɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a wɔn akɔ akɔkye wɔn mpo ne mmom no wei no ɛyɛ rescue efi sɛ
mmarwa no ka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ wɔn kora no mu nnim baabi a yɛde wɔn ɛba ne nyinaa ne sɛ Nigeria hɔ na wɔn wɔ no ɛkɔm di wɔn ɛna afei nso no baabi a ebi mbɛda kora mpo no wɔn enya nna nti no wɔn wɔ hɔ ɛna wɔn nam fufuo bi a wɔn di kan aba Ghana ɛfrɛ wɔn wɔ phone so ka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ o wɔn ba Ghana adwuma bebree wɔ ha no mo wɔn pɛ nkɔfo ma wɔn ayɛ hairdressing ebi nso ɛwɔ hɔ no mo a restaurant ahodoɔ wɔn pɛ nipa ɛna afei nso no wɔn a wɔwɔ nursing background ɔbaa obetumi akɔyɛ adwuma wɔ hospital nti enyuma akɔnakɔnɔ na neɛ wɔn frɛ wɔn ka kyerɛ wɔn ɛne sɛ wɔn bu wɔn kete mu a wɔn de wɔn ani akyire mu wɔ Ghana wɔn bɛdu yi a wɔn panyin a wɔda wɔn ano ɔno ɛna saa sex trafficking link yi wɔda ano no kwakye ɔbaa yi a wɔn bɛdu yi a na ɔka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ wɔn rɔrɔ wɔn ho na nsɛm ahodoɔ wɔn te yɛ no nyɛ saa na ɛteɛ na emu ɛyɛ bɛɛsi bra ɛna wɔn ba bɛbɔ nti wɔn rɔrɔ wɔn ho na wɔn nkɔ hyɛ adwuma ase ɛne sɛ wɔn ɛkɔkɔ yɛ adwuma na awerɛwosɛm a ɛwɔ mu ɛne sɛ wɔatwa ɛboɔ ɛde ato wɔn tiri so sɛ da biara da no ɛsɛ sɛ wɔn etumi ɛbɛyɛ akonta 1,000 Ghana cedis obiara ɛbɛyɛ akonta 1,000 Ghana cedis na ɛno yɛ dwoada ɛbenada no wɔn yɛ akonta 700 cedis ɛna wukuada 600 cedis ɛna yawada ne fiada no ɛyɛ 500 cedis ɛna obiara ɛbɛba abɛyɛ akonta na mmayewa no kyerɛ mu a ɔhaw ne atete a wɔn na mu no nya asɛm ketewa ɛne sɛ 1,000 cedis na wɔn anya na ɛka 1 cedi koraa ansa na 2,000 cedis na maame a yɛfrɛ ne sɛ baby rich wɔn etumi kɔgya ne nan edi gu kyɛnse mu na wa sika na nso no waka wotie si mu ma wadi sɛbi yɛ no na ɛnyɛ no nko a wɔn kyerɛ sɛ ɛtɔ da a wotumi ɛde brush a yɛde twitwi yɛsi na wɔde abɔ sɛ bie mu sɛ gye nafa twitwi wo se na wɔde abaa esi wo so na obi nso ɛkyerɛ mu a wɔn ne wɔanya sika no amfa ama that day no wɔsi saa da no na edwa nyɛ nti mmarima na nhyɛ da ama lɛsɛpɛ wɔn ho saa nti no wonya 500 cedis na ɛno ɛna maame yi sɛ daabi ade nti na wɔntumi anya 1,000 cedis no ɛma wɔkɔ bɔɔ search wɔ ne dɛm na wɔanya hwee no ɛna wɔkyekyere ne nsa de kɔɔ n'akyi ɛde ahoma de bɔɔ mu wieɛ ɛkyekyere ne nan ka ho na ɔbaa abaayewa yi ahɛn ɛtete mako yiri a wɔde hyehyɛ n'ase de bi sasa n'anim de tu awiem ɛma kyerɛ sɛ awia bɔɔ no abɛyɛ dɔhwere mmiɛnsa ansa na wɔpagya no ɛde na fim sɛ ɔnkonko dware na saa tete yi a wɔn ɛkɔ mu yi ɛno na wɔn bɔ apolisifoɔ amanneɛ apolisifoɔ sɛ ɛneɛ sɛ na ɛteɛ deɛ ɛneɛ maame nankasa na ɛsɛ sɛ yɛtumi bɔ mmɔden na yɛhwehwɛ n'akyiri akwan eti no mpempem me no kasa deɛ mmayewa mako 30 a wɔn mfie no ɛyɛ mfie 17 kɔpem mfie 27 17 years ɛkɔpem sɛ 27 years wɔn ɛwɔ asen fosu a wɔn gu apolisifoɔ akati sisi a na yɛne regya kɔma na edi nkɔmɔ na ɔkyerɛ mi sɛ deɛ akɔyɛ no wɔn ahu sɛ nkwadaa nankasa no wɔn nhyɛ dɛ nnim adwuma a na wɔn bɛyɛ nti wuntumi nka sɛ wɔn ana ɛyɛ bɔ tutu no na mmom no ɛyɛ nipa na ahyɛ wɔn ma wɔn yɛ nti na wɔn bɛboa ɛne Ghana police ɛyɛ Ghana immigration service na wɔn atumi arepatriate mmayewa nyinaa asan akɔ wɔn kurom ɛyɛ Nigeria nti bɛbɛ mi no kasa deɛ kwakye saa na akɔ akɔsi.
Abusua nkɔmɔ a yɛdie ebia na wɔ fie na wote ka mu na ɛkɔ baabi wo man wo TV a mesrɛ kɔ Facebook Kessben FM na afei Kessben TV bɛkɔ no mayo a yɛka wɔn asɛm yi a yɛatete ma kohyirawa ɛde ahyɛ sɛ bibi mu aseɛ ne adeɛ no wɔnom mfoni ɛna egu wɔnom na kwame wadaworo ma na kyerɛ sɛ ɛsɛ di nkɔmɔ ni mu na ɛma no yɛde wɔn kɔ Nigeria no wɔnom so da bi wɔn nkɔ wɔn suro na wɔn suro sɛ die na wɔn suro nti a wɔn sɛ wɔn kɔ Nigeria de Nigeria wɔn tɔkɔ asi wɔn nti na wɔn so wɔn kɔ ana
kwagu enye sɛ ntɔkɔ asi wɔn nyinaa ne sɛ mmayewa yi akyerɛ mu a ɛbrɛ wɔn bɛhu yɛ sɛ bɛɛsi brɛ na yɛde wɔn bɛbɔ no wɔn ɛyɛ wɔn adwene sɛ ɛnya adeɛ a wɔn bɛbɔ ɛbɛyɛ sɛ adwuma no eti wɔn bɛsɛn akɔ wɔn kurom ɛno ɛna saa baby rich ɛkɔkɔ hu Ghana ni kɔnfuo bi ɛne no kɔyɛ kɔnjɔn ɛna neɛ wɔsesa mmayewa nyinaa de wɔn kɔ ɛyɛ kɔnfuo yɛ asɔ ne yɛ so na neɛ wɔn kɔ a na ɔfa wɔn baako yes chioma bra na waba na wɔde wakɔ na asɔneɛ no so na wabɔ wadagya ɛwɔ bosom n'anim owia a watwe blastic
ɛde asi wayɛ ase na wɔadwiri nwini kakra ɛwɔ hɔ nom owia na wɔatwitwa wo bɔwerɛ ne wo tirinwi nso wɔatwa kakra na wɔde ayɛ yankomade owia na wɔde ama wo na kyerɛ sɛ woanom na wonum wie a na wama wakantam ɛsɛ sɛ aduro yi a wɔde ama wo yi sɛ wonim na wodwane sɛ wosan akɔ Nigeria ne wobɛbɔ dam anaasɛ wobɛwu enti saa nneɛma na wayɛ de ama mmaayewa no nyinaa nti ehu kɛseɛ atumi aba abɛhyɛ wɔn mu ɛma kyerɛ sɛ wɔn ɛkyerɛ a wɔn san kɔ wɔn akyi anhwɛ yi a na ɛdam ate asi wɔn so nti no ɛnyɛ adeɛ a wɔn bɛkɔ enti ɛnam so ɛma apolisifoɔ ayɛ DCOP Abraham Akwe ɛne ne mmeranteɛ yɛ sɛ daabi saa akɔmfoɔ koraa no ɛsɛ sɛ wɔn tumi ɛhwɛ n'akyiri akwan ɛma mpempem no kasa yi yɛtumi akɔ akɔkye kɔmfoɔ Nana Abena a wɔn no ɛwɔ denkyira ɛyɛ subin hɔ nom ɛma mpempem wɔn nso aba abɛka apolisifoɔ nsa ne nyinaa ne sɛ nkwadaa ne kyerɛ mu a wɔn no esuro enti no kwankoro akɔmfoɔ no faa so a wayɛ saa nyankomade no wɔn mmaa mesɛnsa ne nyinaa sɛ ne bɛyɛ a saa ehu no abɛhyɛ mmaayewa no mu no wɔn betumi ade wɔn ho na wɔtumi asan akɔ nti apolisifoɔ kyerɛ sɛ kɔmfoɔ no ankasa nso no kwan a ɔfa so na wɔdi ne dwuma no so ɛno nso san tia mmara nti no wɔn de no bɛkɔ akɔgyina mmara ano.
Kwame Mame na wase na yɛ mmɔ apolisifoɔ mmɔ mfimfini mantam ne asen patam hɔ nso asi yie pa sɛ ɔmo abɔ adwumaso eti nkwadan deɛ ɔmo kɔ Nigeria biem nanso maame no ɔyɛ ring leader ne deɛ yɛde bɛgyina mo court wɔ Ghana ha na yɛahwɛ di n'asɛm nyɛ saa
saa pɛpɛ na ring leader na nkasa mpo deɛ ɔmo anya na nti no kwache ɔmo nya no
ɔmo nya ne nche no ho
ɔmo nya ne nche no na ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ ring leaders ngan baako wɔn dɔɔso ɛna wɔn obiara wɔ ne dɔm a watwe no wɔn de wɔn aba eti no obiara nso wɔ ne kɔnfoɔ nti ɔbɛyɛ a yɛakye ne yɛ kɔnfoɔ Nana Abena no wɔn no yɛ ring leader baako ɛna kyerɛ sɛ ne kɔnfoɔ ne ɔno na wɔn kyerɛ sɛ akɔnfoɔ no bi kura yɛ mmarima a wɔn agyegya abɔdwesɛ ne ade wɔn no yɛ nkyi wɔn eti no apolisifoɔ se wɔn gu so a wɔn hwɛ sɛ mmenya ring leaders no ɛne akɔnfoɔ a wɔn ayɛ yɛ saa yankomade ne nyinaa na wɔn akye wɔn na kwakye kakra wɔ mu ne sɛ mmaayewa ne tire mu a sɛ wɔn bɛsan akɔ Nigeria no sɛ ne mdi kakan na wɔn sɛ wɔn nkɔ na yɛ nneɛma mmienu deɛ ɛtɔ so ne sɛ wɔn kyerɛ adwuma ni Nigeria ɛkɔm paa na ɛwɔ hɔ nom na afei so ahokyerɛ enti no saa tutu bra na wɔn bɔ ne deɛ nya deɛ wɔn bɛbɔ biem na mmom no wɔn pɛ adwuma foforɔ ɛna wɔn ayɛ wɔ Ghana ha yi a nti apolisifoɔ no mpɛ adwuma mfa ma wɔn ba paa sɛ wɔn bɛsan akɔ tena akwareɛ so ɛwɔ Nigeria wɔ abira wɔn akra busua ɛsɛ wɔn ba abɛyɛ adwuma aba abɛhwɛ fie na wɔkɔ na ɔde ne nsa pan na ɛkɔ ne deɛ ɛnya deɛ a wɔn bɛkɔ enti kwakye sɛ wobɛnya wobɛtumi ɛne apolisifoɔ aka na wɔn ama obi a na watumi ɛne n'atena
mene ne tena sɛ mekyerɛ no radio adwuma anaasɛ ɛdeɛ bɛ adwuma na mekyerɛ no wadaroma
kwakye sɛ sisi a no Ebra nneɛma na wɔn mu yɛ sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ yi ana
mepakyɛw mesrɛ wa wadaroma wai mesrɛ wo awusua yɛn nsɛnkyerɛni Kwame Shadrack ɛne ɛne no adi nkɔmmɔ no na Shadrack ɛne Central North Regional Police Commander DCOP Akwe ɛbɔ nkɔmmɔ yɛntie commander nso ano disɛm ɛfa saa sɛmi nso ɛho
about 50 ɔmo ɛbɔ saa huhu bra no ɛwɔ saa community no nti ma yɛkye ɔmo nyina together with mmarima na ɔmo nso no na ɔmo di nrubɔne ho dwa no ɛde ɔmo bae ɛde ɔmo ba nnura anwummere na yɛtietie ɔmo akosɛm no na yɛtumi sɛ ɔmo yɛ victims rather than suspects sɛ nyina nim sɛ sɛbio prostitution ɛyɛ illegal nti no na yɛkɔɛ no deɛ na nka yɛkɔkye ɔmo sɛ ɔmo fie ma foforɔ so kora na wɔabɛtena hanom na mo sɛbio ɔmo ɛsɛ community nim because yɛn nyinaa nim sɛ sɛbio tutu bra no ɛtwe bɔnesɛm anaasɛ bɔneyɛsɛm ɛba community nim bebree hɔ nom a sɛbio ɔmo kɔ wiadeɛ anaasɛ ɔmo kɔyɛ robbery anaa ɔmo kɔyɛ nneɛma nsa ɔmo bɛhyɛ mmaa yi hɔ a wohu ɔmo akyerɛ akwan for so many days and then the months nti na mmerɛ a yɛtoto ɔmo ano no ɛna ehu sɛ most of them no were lured anaasɛ ɔmo yɛ traffic ɔmo ɛde ɔmo bae yɛbisa no bebree kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo kora na ɔmo nim sɛ ɔmo ba Ghana mpo abɛyɛ yɛfrɛ nsɛn tutu asɛ baako na mmienu bi a na ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔno deɛ ɔmo bɔ n'amanneɛ ɛna ɔno di ne tiri gye but majority of them no kyerɛ sɛ na mo nim se tutu na mba beye eso bi wa ba ton boutique bi so kwa na
Abusia,
so command
prosipani pa DCOP ayensu anase akwe ya wono na Central North Regional Police Command no ehye ne nsa na yate wonom so enkan mu ayade mu abodwuma prosifo na ringleader na wose mo nsa eka no na mo nsa ka bie na motimide wo mo eba emra no so animo yenhwe na messages na ba no hesimetime kakra afiri odoso pa ya enya senkuma wose very informative program wose are na bi mutrimu odensa sika pek kakra nti waka nkrofo edomu firi Nigeria baha ye tutu bra na adomo bo nyankopon hu ye mobobo yi pa onumnyamfo Agege honorable Agege Asantima Mpontunsum former assembly member edie eno no we se kwache Nigeria ladies no I wonder pa uko Nigeria Nigeria population males are more than females say sir emema do se ne ma Nigeria na Ghana de oba ma do se ne mema no I see. Una wokan me de minhye dan enhwe mum. So they can't get guys to marry or date. Odi can tutu adwuma asi date. Odi jama odi unte de ekoso. Bradi Yesu. Wase kwache me din di teacher Kwasi Amankwa mfra Santin Suta na me boy me chia ye pa obo adwuma osi de nyame ase. Se waji obo asefo afiri sa atorenche mi mo ozo fa kwache me chia opa nyame enhira o. Teacher Kwasi Amankwa me sume da ase pa nyame enhira. Good afternoon kwache me din the honorable Kwasi J Mensa ase kirewa ye ben fija asnam di free bae na nyame enhira o ye pa na ye de nyame ase obo ase sa gas ye ja ntomu amana nhye japade enchia nkoma Mr. Asante Hayford our secretary secretary is pensioner association yadamo ase Lawrence Boache aka Buche midifra senua asoren kwantana mdi free by unity oil ho se Nigeria for man de omba Ghana ne de sebe tutu bra no mba be yo na sese de dos ba bia be fa bia wo so fa dum ofa ba bia ahojo da ban ba bia tutu for wa peti Ghana for adwuma na tutu adwuma Ghana for adwuma tutu adwuma Ghana for adwuma munya no munya o adwuma tutu adwuma de nya Ghana for ma adwuma misrawo Ghana for ma adwuma ye can say entosi ton ye ifos ye kwaba ensuo ye nyuno ene edibisiu na tutu adwuma de misrawo mfa Ghana for ma sokura misrawo a emese ye ma no ehyebre misrawo tutu adwuma de enye Ghana for ma dia we say good afternoon kwache bodam ni no a o dwane no osi asemabu edu se gas be blast de bodam ni kura hunya se dwane se edan no hu da bi o misrew bodam obi bodam wan kire se ebia de me patcho on bodam ni aka esi odi ni tia kowura se 7 fa ni 3 so da bi na nya dam nyina so na se bia osi nchi ankoma Tetelesta fan club fo nyina okay wo mo so eda wase hwe ode o tena ho hwan entena mu de mu dwane no de da bi o se bodani hu se mu dwane no mu amadwene ye no mu dwane no no na adwene nye no ntena ho me din de o su antwi me di frasu ye bo na me de eba ye kwache me chia oyi pa na nyame enhira wo se under NDC government there's too much insecurity yeah sure o say okay o de yen sheda enwura mu politics so me da say we say ye hia Nyankopon ahumobro na Ghana said the nimesi koso no amanfo wua na ewo Nyankopon enhu ye mobo me didi na na ya me fratwema kokoben na me de eba na ye da sie pa say good job kwachi wabo adwuma yi pa nyame enhira wonso me da say o say didi Isaac or the free meduma na edeba ebusua yenhwe na amro ne nsemo nsaka no yemfa entu amoso na afi birthday ahodo aka no so no yemfa ni nyina so entu amoso kama pa emfa emamo ye dan ho abana amro ne nsemo nsaka na nsane ebekwa amro na busua nyame ya adomo a ejuada na asante ma okwakura na na kunadi oyi adomo otoso miensa ne dotiye no eba so ewo kumase ene manhia ahemfie na sene afiri na wotwetwam de ba no yabomo amane ya nhyiamu a manhia ahemfo ene mpanifo aye o ma friends entrofo ameba o modi atu animu ye de abeto adasa animu ne de free juada ede besi daya wada no enya semketo ewo ya sante ne kumase kropon mu ya wada dwumade ne pomponso no ya hye se bedru ho nanka be krampo anka ha mu emakrum ati asen ha homa kurum kura na ya wada nwumre na yede ye nana ekwa kura no so no ye mpesi ebehu obi a enso so ewo kurum san hye ni nyina enso eda ho na eno na penipayo no na oye otumfo fronton from hima nana afia chan ede afutuo agina modiama ne mfefo ma titiro ene mmoayiwa no emayiwa no amosisuo no se obuo no mu a bohe na chin dane nan obi kura timi shatade na sebe na mo ase ne toma a odi siesie ne ho no toma a obi ne toma wo no na edadeja na apia fanatade ne ho sei ene ade obi wo ho a wo ba omoduko obi wo abona sum bebro nan ne hwenim obi kura timi bona na no ho nyina asomade sa ne man de momwa mamre no ye hia no manhia hemfie efri juada ebesi se ebewie bibia nti woni oso beba manhia abeho na nanim na ne dinkra o ba siesie ohu yie tisa mo amamre na mo mamre na mo de mo kron wo Ghana ne yasase so no monya no abonti na nya manhia hemfie wonim na de ba ho no mo a ene ese ne amamre ene amane yete no ho asotwe no eno so ebeba so yentie otumfo fronton from hima nana afia echa futu ode ma ema yedi hia nyame adom adwada ye nana edoti yi no so
nyama ne ntoma no egugu mu nan no ene nsumade akase no ehihye mo no nyina onfa maha madaro mebru efrise ye ni ata kokowa na hima akura nti ato ye ni abese no nti enye de ye bedi agokora wo ha na emom sede asante amamrete no ene ye no ye dotiye nti ye ni abre papa nti mo ba ho fama na enkofom nya afi na mkoye pompido koye poni akese ede ne ma abubo mu de ne ma hihye nsumade akese de aba ha o ye sa de pie ha de a ye bepam echese ye ni abre damos nyama ne ntoma no egugu mu nan no ene na onfa maha madaro mebru asante masan bedi agokora wo ha na emom sede asante amamrete no ene ye no ye dotiye nti ye ni abre papa nti mo ba ho fama na enkofom nya afi na mkoye pompido koye poni akese ede ne ma abubo mu de ne ma hihye nsumade akese de aba ha o ye sa de pie ha de a ye bepam echese ye ni abre damos nyama ne ntoma no egugu mu nan no ene
abusuanti otumfo fronton from hima nana afia cha na odi afutuo di ama ema se juada wo banko ade a na wahwe ho siesie no enso abusua dan ye ho aba na amrone nsemo ensa ka no so ye de atoa muso sisie
ile jatabiribo ile jatabiribo ile
abusuya ye sha mono ne nsem ase ede afri America man no emu enane nansa na eye September bobosum dat na toso eduba akoko America man no bakosemu a na September 11 eye America man no wonom entam kese pesan se emfinhia baako babro bese duonu enan nie na Osama bin Laden sabre no osori America man so soma na pamfo a waje o magentete ewo wiemhia tuonu na kudie mu mo ba America man betu wiemhia hodo miensa ede ekro ekobo America fo jafo edan kese mu Pentagon ema ekron so mede kobo wiase nyina adwade abro san kese World Trade Center hono nipa empimie no ene ahanso 2770 eno mo horo mo kwa ena baako mu tu yenso no na nkomodi ko hia sabra America man pani na otie adwaso Owura George Walker Bush ewiem hye owie mu nanso passenger fo ne America fo de hyarom ti wiem hye ni mu no ebi mu nya ahoden ene saa atoronche anase tuatedo medi boni ema basabasa yentina wiem hye ne koto afuo bi mu ewa America mamu mo so mo ti wiem hye ni mu no wonum nyina so ehro mo kwa ne nansa na mo hye ho fa no ena ebeto adwaso Owura baako a wono so agidi wa America wo ye pa wo kire na dwen de fa se ne amamu osi kro ho ono so odwumade bi ase ewo utamanta mu wa America mamu ene ehu se etu akasa no na etu akasa orandin ede Charlie Kirk no na akoya husem ye pa se eda America man no wiabese no na omo kai wo mo ade hye bebro empemiensa ne akira September 11 attack eku wo mo no na owura ono so kire na dwen e de fa se ne amamuo ne nkoye ne niam ho no obi atonutuo de a ma America man pendo na Trump kro ni bray a wo share bambofo so mutu ho anamo owura na odi se wo na mo hwe no muti bi ni so na ono ankasa ne papa e na ayire no e na koma prosifo de ekoba ne se ebere obedi awuo no empaboa na ehye no ena afi atade na ehye no ehun mfoni ni ba abonten a prosifo de betu social media so no ena ne papa no hwe mfoni no ano hwe mpaboa no si dabi mebai owo mpaboa bi akwada ne din e de Tyler Robinson ya wonya mfinhia aduonu mienu 22 years on di se wuo no ye okote dan apampamu ode sniper fo sojafo mu nimo tuoto pa no mutu e friend say sniper fo tuo no ode te owura yi ekrope ya ono so ato nananum ense do na enra enkra ba na se papa no akasa ayire ne ba no edna kwa koma prosifo wonom ewo utamanta mo se ne ba no omamu so ono ane di se wu na mpani ampa prosifo yire akwada no a womototo na no wajatum so ono a enna owura ndi di Charlie Kirk no wotu no tu ede eku no sabra prosifo ayire no a omode atudwa so mben hwemu bi esefata na de kodie ntie nam so man di se wu no watimi ede nkyiremu enso ede abre wonom Yefri ho ani ekọ Colombia man no emo na nkra free Colombia ede ba ne se free enwa nwumre de fiada bepem na no pay no asase woso anase usu ato ama akoma nsuyiri bepo ahwan ade abegu asase so a ama nipa ba se enso ya no mo sha asase no ase na omutufu magudie no sabre sa nipa ni nyina akasa wonom se ne mo hwe no mu TV ni so no omakofa excavator eni mfidi akese ene de aba omodi etu asase no ase se omade hye baako enso a na omo sha asase no ase edi galamse no ombetimi ahese omoda so ate asempo a yetimi edo mo so aba enkonkon so baby asemi siye no eye Santander mantamo kurani din ede kwilichao ho ena sara husemu siye enwa nwumre ya ade echa no pintia no pena excavator ni mfidi akese de aba na omo sha asase no ase etufu magudi a ebe ensonto abepo hwan free soro abegu fom no ya yese betimi ayo mo nkrai ba ne se Motime yi nipa miensa ya sabre yi wo munyina no wo munyina hyew ne ade nti wo maye nyame dia ya nipa nan ya aka no ohwe so betimi ayi wo no so ewo boko Colombia mantemo na se Colombia man ni mu a sa Santander mantemo sikoko adore asase no ase ye pen se ne Ghana ha ye nuanom bi ewura asase na se ko pesika ne bi no sa na ko Colombia man mu so a eno so ekoso ewo oman no emu Abusuan nyina so na yemfa ni nyina ensina birthday wish ahodo aba no yemfa eno so entoa mo so birthday pages why ready ayenko happy birthday to my lovely girl Gloria Akosia Beauty we every your one and only Kelvin ya we manager ewo ETK Hotel ewo wenchi ETK Hotel ewo wenchi nti Gloria Akosia Beauty wankasa wade nyina Kelvin also the birthday wish we eko ediama happy birthday to you Dina Obribia Ado level 400 business administration student ewo Kessben University nyame ensure na onto kwanam yipa happy birthday to Clementina we every Moses and Steven ho na omode birthday wish we eko ama Clementina papa bi se nyame ensure na onto onkwanem happy birthday to my twin sibling of Amanten Bono East Mantemo Pauli was say ni nuanom na se ni wo fa asefo no mo yentafo nyame nhire mo yie pa Pauli and the birthday wish we eko ediama ni wo fa asefo yi happy birthday to you Sylvester Nuakon Donata Afro Sly Sylvester Nuakon Sly we free one kasa nuaba Veronica Japoma ya owo ofuase kokoben and odi birthday wish we eko amawo happy birthday to Jane Davis Akon owo Pokuya se Mayra Accra or say when you finish you see my woman nyame enhira yie pa na onton kono ma kwatente ahoden ewumo na omanso enyini meyem panipa na obra nyina no omo ema untimi ente eso aba happy birthday to you happy birthday to the love of my life my best friend my everything from Poloman owo Mampon Ashanti Poloman na your best your everything your love your akosombo nkania your bibia wan fani di ama Poloman odo ewura utrim won so refie won so refie happy birthday to Amabroni woyɛ adwuma obosome frɛ ho rura bank ade hyeman ama broni nyame nhyira ye pa ifru ankasa odua ba ma meke ho ɛna ɔde birthday wishwe ɛkɔ adi ama wo abusua yɛmfa AC aseda kɛse nkɔma samufoɔ pɛni of akofia pia na bɛdi akyire ɔba pa adwo akyire wa sɛ ɔmoboa kama pa ma nsɛm no mu yi mu no ɛyɛ kama Paul ni sepaka ni Samson so eboae afi aboafo amwo camera chi MCR ne control mu nyina no yada mu nyina mo so mo ase kenkanfo awie mo hwɛ me na mo te me nka me nsumi dinde ɔhene nana kwache ade fe yadi si na menua Nana Frimpon Ziga enso atoa so ewon kran wo de Ziga steak no na ede esom ye abusua yada obi bia se ema mo aniti ene hwa adehye
ile jatabiribo ile jatabiribo ile